can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood. But then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all if you're patient and soon. It can all be worth it, all the searching. Pain is never really permanent, but damn it hurts, man. I could feel all of the turbulence and it's concerning. I've been searching for a purpose, I hope it's worth it. This society is really trying me. Ain't no hide and seek, I hide to be far from anxiety. I need my space, I need my privacy. I need some silence, please. You're all too loud, you don't speak quietly. Opinions violently thrown across every surface. It makes me nervous. Is the world honestly burning? That's all I'm learning. Hope that we can make a turn and start reversing. All our minds, we put the work in. We got some work, man. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. Gotta get through this, life is a nuisance, life's a nuisance. I try to be human.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? Hey, this is your boy JC from JC Sports Talk. Hey, you know what? Hey, welcome to the stream, man. This is a special Memorial's Day live stream. I am off today, so but before we get started, look, I want to say, look, to everybody that have lost some loved ones, you know, at war, some friends and buddies and stuff like that. Hey, like this day is for them. All right. I know that we don't, reflect on it enough. I know today is like a lot of people is off today and just enjoying this day. But like I said, man, on my tweet on Friday, hey, as you put a burger, a hot dog on the grill, or take a sip of your favorite beverage, hey, just remember those who have served and came and died for your freedom. All right. So without further ado, man, let's get into it, man. Look, the Philadelphia Eagles tomorrow they start OTAs. OTA starts tomorrow, and it's only like 5 days. It's on the 31st. Let me see real quick. So man, I won't lie to y'all. So it's on 31st, June 2nd and 3rd, and then June 6th and 8th. So I mean, it's only 5 days. How much we can tell in those 5 days? I'm not really putting too much stock into this little OTA stuff we got going on, but there are some position battles that we need to talk about and look at. Who's on, like whose job really is on the line. Just like the Reagor situation, is he going to be on the team before when the season starts? Who knows? But OTAs, it's a time where where guys come together. Even though last week they saw each other with the little mini camp they had going on. But hey, for the most part, man, OTAs is really, the beginning of the season to me. This is where it begins. This is where it starts right here. This is where you could find out, hey, who's coming in with the right mindset. Who's coming in with the right mindset, who is up for the challenge, and who's going to fold. this is it. This is the 2022 season starts, in my opinion, tomorrow at OTAs. But I do have some people in the chat. Hey, what's going on, Jenks? What's up, Coach? What's up? Hey, come on in. Hey, look, if y'all watching whatever platform that y'all watching on, and y'all want to come on, the link is in the chat. Let's talk about the Philadelphia Eagles. Hey, let's talk about the OTAs. What your expectations are, like what position battle you're looking, towards the most, and all that good stuff. Without further ado, hey, what's going on, Coach? What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. How you doing today?
I'm good, man. Look, happy Memorial Day, man. You know what? And happy belated birthday. I know I said on your stream, but welcome to my platform. And I want to say happy birthday to one of my favorite person in the like no lie, man. On the YouTube content creator platform, you are one of my favorite guys, to chat with. And
Yeah,
your knowledge, you always make you non-biased.
yeah,
Nowadays it's hard to find people that's not biased. Yes, we are fans first, but at the same time, people that's watching us sometimes like to hear some realistic stuff.
yeah.
So what's going on, man?
Man, I'm thank you, man. Like I say again, I try to come up here and get the best content and best facts I could put out, man. Like I say, man, you was my first ever special guest on my show, man. So that's always will be special to me, man. As long as I've been collabing with other people, man, I'ma always go back and look at that stream right there. And that was my first. You were my first special guest, and we became good, not good friends just on the podcast, but off of it as well, man. I appreciate it, man. I say, even though you wasn't up there talking football, but like I say, you was in the chat, man, and that was all that mattered to me, man. Like I say, I'm gonna be off of football this year too, so I'm gonna have a lot of time, have a lot of time off, and got to get something back up and running again, man. Like I say, oh, I remember just like you said, man, all the time, like we used to collab and talk and all every week or also. But man, like I said, I'm happy, man. Like you one of my favorite guys that I like to talk to about the game. And I can talk to you not just about football, about basketball and stuff like that. So it's an honor to be back up here, man, to be up here, man.
Facts, man. Look, thank you very much, man. So, hey, the Philadelphia Eagles, I believe, are one of the last teams to start their OTAs. They
Mm-hmm.
start tomorrow. How much stock are you really putting into this OTA? It's only 5 days, like I said,
Yeah.
May 31st, June 2nd and 3rd, and then June 6th and 8th. So it's only 5 days. So, I mean,
Yeah.
how much stock are you really putting into this OTA? And are you looking for anything in particular?
Now, like I said again, it's not too much stock. Now we all agree it's not too much stock. You can put in OTAs. I know this is where it started from right here, off season program. But the real thing is training camp, man. You can put a lot of stock in training camp. You know who you would be able to find out in training camp who you really have a part of this team, who your really standouts is gonna be. Like I said, like in OTAs, is really no stock that you really can put in. Not really looking for someone. That's just a working and conditioning program right there where guys can come back, lift weights, get in shape, run and stuff like that. But again, it's nothing serious about that. You gotta really look for, or a position battle you gotta really look for. You just got a bunch of veterans mixed up with rookies. Some of the rookies first time being out there with the veterans, just getting in shape, working out. But training camp, you got to put a lot of stock in that because you can start having joint practice and stuff, practicing against other guys. And it's important to be out there towards training camp. So you can put a lot of stock in training camp as well as the preseason. But you want to know who you got or who your standouts is going to be, who's going to be a part of the rotation. Some of you already
Hey,
know
what's
who's
up?
going
What's
to
up?
really
What's
be a
up?
part of the rotation as well. You kind of know that who's going to be a part of the rotation when you get into training camp. Jalen Hurts is going to be QB1. Devontae Smith and all of those guys is going to be day one training camp guys and day one on the field guys. You're just trying to see what the rest of the guys that you got that can be a part of this team. So like I said, I don't really put no stock in the OTAs. It's just a working off-season conditioning program. That's it.
Okay, all right. Hey, Jumanji, hey, I see you back there. What's going on, buddy?
What's good, man? What's good, man?
Not
Everybody
much,
up
man.
there?
Enjoying this Memorial Day. Today is Memorial Day. A lot of people are sad, or a lot of families that have lost some loved ones around this day are sitting there, Hey, some are sad, some are celebrating. I know that Memorial Day, for me, I've lost some, battle buddies around May time frame. So it's one of those days where, I mean, I, I wish they take the word happy away and just say Memorial Day, but it's just one of them things, man. It is what it is. So what is going on with you, man? Hey, how are you feeling about? Hey, we are getting close to the season. OTA starts tomorrow. How are you feeling?
Yeah, man, it's gonna be great. It's definitely gonna be great because it's like when you look at both sides of the ball, you kind of technically have a new offense and a new
Fact.
defense. You know what I mean? We got young guys. I think what the Eagles did well is in free agency. Picked up a lot of good corners. I think that's one of the most underrated thing. I think the strength of the Eagles right now is in the secondary because they got a lot of young guys, veterans, and everything. So the defense is going to be crazy. You know what I'm saying? But the number one thing is we got to see how Jalen Hurts performs, man. That's the number one thing. We
We
had
do.
the Eagles got the top. I think since 2017, the Eagles had the top 10 offensive line in the NFL. So the quarterback, you know what I mean? So we know that they protect quarterbacks all the time. But yeah, this is gonna be a make or break year for Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right,
It
so
takes
let
what
me
3 years?
see. Yeah, I mean, this is, technically his second full year starting, and also his first time in about 5, 6 years in the same system, back-to-back years. So, like, what are you expecting from Jalen Hurts, going into the season? Like, what are the main things that you're looking for, and what is a successful season for Jalen Hurts for him to be, the starting quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles moving forward after the season?
So I'm gonna first start off and say, regardless of if it's the second year of starting, it takes 3 years to develop a quarterback, regardless if you're a backup or not. So the NFL is a fast league. You know what I mean? You could bring in a rookie and then you could see the change. I think Russell Wilson was like a third round pick and he came in and he took over. You know what I'm saying? So regardless with Jalen Hurts, I feel like he has to because we know he can't make them deep throws. That's his weakness. He can't make the throws down the field and all that. But what we got to see out of Jalen Hurts is the process. It's him analyzing, is reading defense and process. Because we know he can't throw the deep ball. You know what I mean? So we probably I feel like the
I mean,
Eagles.
we saw one or two times up against the 49ers to Quez Watkins, which is, by the way, the longest throw in the NFL this past season to 91 yards. Yes, he threw about 50, 55 yards, but we've seen it a couple times, but not like all the
Yeah,
time. So as far as
yeah.
him
See,
cannot throw the deep, ball is he can, but he hasn't done it a lot.
nah. See, no. When I mean every quarterback. Because if you get drafted in the NFL, every quarterback could throw a deep ball. You get what
Okay.
I'm saying? That's like self-explanatory. We all know that. We got high school quarterbacks that could throw 50 yards. Myself, I could throw 45 yards. You feel me? Like you get what I'm saying? Like that's how it is. So what I'm trying to say pretty much is can he successfully throw the deep ball in a traditional offense against good competition and against pretty much good defense? You know what I'm saying? To set like do it naturally. Like when you see like Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, you know how it could just naturally fly out. And we're not even Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's arm is good and it's like a little bit above average, but he can throw the deep ball successfully. Jalen Hurts, when you see him throw the ball, it doesn't look natural. It like it's forced. It doesn't look like it naturally does it. But we know that's his weakness. But what we could do is we could play on his strengths. He's an athletic. You know what I'm saying? He's athletic. He can run around. He can move around, and he's good. He's good on like intermediate short passes. His strength is to the slot receiver, which y'all got. What's his name from Titans? I got him, who's I think a top tier slot receiver
AJ
that's gonna
Brown.
help him out, and it's to the tight ends. So a lot of play action, heavy run is his strength. But if you can't read defense as well and you can't process stuff, that's gonna be a big problem.
All right. So I know that coach, like, I think that he's dying to say something, a rebuttal, or ask you something. So what's your thought about that, coach, what he just said?
Like I say, I agree with what he's saying. I agree with what he's saying, but like I say, again, I want to see consistency out of Jalen Hurts. Now he's due to make a couple of throws, but again, one thing we haven't seen is really consistency. And everybody favorite ball is the deep ball route. It's the deep ball route. Everybody favorite when you go to high school or even when you play in down little league. What is your favorite route? You go deep. You go deep,
Yeah.
and everybody just throw. That's just what it is, and that carries on to the NFL. That's not an easy throw to even make, but I want to see consistency about Jalen Hurts. I know he can run the football. We already know how good he is with his legs, extending plays. But what he really needs to improve on his ability to stand in the pocket, take a hit if he has to, and read defenses better. I mean, guys play basic coverages, and he has a chance. He has a tendency to not look off the safety. And most of his interceptions has been caught by safeties, basically, not looking off the safety and stuff like that. So again, he has to do a better job. I mean, we all like it or not? What if guys like it or not? Like I said, I don't know if Jalen Hurts is the guy for this job. I really don't know. He's gonna have to show me this year. We can all go arguing about what he did, the drop passes last year. But Tampa Bay, like I said, I count about 5 interceptions he could have easily had. Throwing in double coverage, decision making comes through it. I'm not gonna never judge a quarterback, like I say, unless you're Tim Tebow and saying the quarterback really can't throw. I'm not gonna never say that about a quarterback because there's a reason you play quarterback. I mean, again, so I'm not gonna say Jalen Hurts can't throw. Again, I think he has all the potential. And he got the best offensive line in football. You just need to see more of that consistency. I'm not a big fan of making excuses for a player because, again, you're the quarterback. You're the leader of the team. You're the leader, basically, of the offense, heart and soul of the offense. If the team goes down, if the offense go down, he's going to be criticized. And people and fans got to learn that he's going to be the main one criticized, what if they like it or not. So again, it's a job. It's our job, to put that pressure on him. If make it better. Yes, he can't hear us, but it's our job we can criticize that if you want to. But like I said again, clearly against Tampa Bay, we could not run the football. They were not going to let it happen. They came out first play of the game and just stopped the read option. They already seen it. So the run game was not going to work at all. So they played man-to-man coverage on purpose. Say, hey, Jalen Hurts, go out there and beat us. Wide open guys down the field the whole game, and Jalen Hurts just could not get them the football. So again, he's got to be careful. Again, he's got to learn how to improve in the pocket, stand in the pocket, make those throws. Sometimes he stared down the receiver a little bit too much. He stared down the receiver a little bit too much a lot of time, but he's got to improve in the pocket. He's got to definitely improve on a lot of footwork and stuff like that. But we know his best asset is running the football and extending plays. So he's got to, like I say, they're going to definitely use this asset to the best. But the problem is he's got to learn how to look off those safeties and be consistent with the throws, man. So I think, like I said, AJ Brown, and having Devontae Smith that's there to help him out.
Yeah.
But again, we can't continue to make excuses when this guy have a bad game or say it's all on the receivers. The receivers are dropping the ball. But like I said, again, I counted at least about 5 interceptions in that Tampa Bay game that he easily could have had that bounced it off the DBs, right off the DB's hands, and a terrible interception when Devontae Smith defender failed. If he throws the ball right away, he got him. He got him. But he goes to his left. He throws it off his back, but allowed the safety Edwards to come to catch the interception. He should have really threw it early. He had Dallas Goedert wide open on a post route when he didn't see him wide open. Then he had Quez Watkins right up the middle on the seam route where he didn't seem to trust his arm. He didn't seem to trust his arm at all. The Giants game, Devontae Smith was wide open, but Jalen Hurts saw the safety. But if he throws it early, Devontae Smith might got a touchdown. He may have a touchdown. He might end up at the one. Those are the type of things that Jalen Hurts have to improve on right there. So, again, it's just about consistency for me, man.
Yeah. So real quick, man, if y'all watching on other platform on Twitter or Facebook and you would like to jump on this chat, go to my YouTube channel. The link is there. Just come talk about the Philadelphia Eagles and let's have a good time. So he done gone. So, hey, coach, real quick, coach. So now, Miles, okay, hey, he's back. Hey, Jumanji, are you back? I think I saw him. But anyway, so Miles Sanders, right? Hey, Miles Sanders. Hey, Jumanji, are you there?
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Hey, real quick. Hey, let's talk about. Hey, are you there?
Yeah, it's a little choppy. It's just a little choppy, but I can hear you.
All right, so let's talk about Miles Sanders. Right, this is it for him basically. Like this is his fourth year. I mean, what are you like? What is your gut feeling telling you about Miles Sanders? I mean, is he going to get one? Is he going to get signed to a contract extension before the season starts, or is this it for him? Even if he balls out because he didn't get his contract before the season started and he played well, if he plays well, do you see him more?
I didn't see Miles
Wait, can
Sanders.
you, my bad, it's a little choppy. Wait.
Hey, go ahead, coach.
Oh, I can see Miles Sanders. Like I say, I think I would not give him a contract before the season start because I just you got to see if he's going to be healthy. You don't know if he's going to be healthy. The problem is he's not a bad running back. He's a very good running back when the ball is in his hands. But the problem is last year you can see frustration every time he has a good run of like saying, damn, give me the ball. Give me the ball. I can do it if you can give me the ball. If you give me the ball, give me enough carries. And you see him when the moment the Eagles converted to the running game and committed in the Detroit Lions game, the moment they realized Nick Sirianni realized, say, hey, this is how we're going to win the game. We're going to play ground and pound football with Jordan Howard, Miles Sanders, and Boston Scott. And we're going to just play through this and rest Jalen Hurts' arm a little bit and take some of the relief off of his arm. And you've seen start seeing a lot of life into Jalen Hurts' arm a little bit, kind of helping it out because it's not so much stressed on his arm because the way the first half of the season, how Nick Sirianni came out running RPOs and throwing the football, and you can tell Jalen Hurts really can't beat people with his arm. You can already tell that. So he had to convert to the running game. But when Miles Sanders touched the ball, man, he's electric. He is dynamic when he touches the ball. The problem is just his health, man. You cannot trust his health issue. But like I say, I'm expecting Nick Sirianni, as long as he's healthy, to give him a lot of carries, man. And like I say, again, people are gonna already knocking him because he didn't score a touchdown. It's not his fault that he can't score, that he's not getting in the end zone. It's definitely not his fault. You're in a red zone right there. It's not his fault that he's not on the field. He's not getting the ball to even get a chance to get in the end zone. That's completely, coaching and the side, Jalen Hurts being as big as he is. They're running RPO and Jordan Howard in them goal line situations. A power back that can get in. So I'm not blaming no Miles Sanders from not getting in the end zone. A lot of people are blaming him. Oh, he don't have a touchdown, so why we gonna keep him? You cannot blame him for that, man. Sometimes he's not even in the game on those fourth and goal on those goal line situations, or it's either be a read option where Jalen Hurts will make the right read and just keep it and go into the end zone. There'll be a quarterback sneak, and I'll say again, he's a very good running back. I mean, the Eagles let him go. I mean, I think he with a run-heavy offense, I think he can succeed. But again, if he has a breakout year and he can prove to stay healthy, the Eagles may consider bringing him back. He's not a bad running back. He has all the talent, all the tools to be an elite running back in this league. The problem is his health issue.
Yeah, look, hey, I agree 100%. Like Miles Sanders, to me, he is the best back on the Philadelphia Eagles roster. Like, yes, we are Gainwell had 5 or 6 touchdowns in Boston Scott, but they are not the cowbell. Miles Sanders could be the cowbell for the Philadelphia Eagles. Like you said, he brings us all the way down to the goal line all of a sudden because he's been in there for about 8 straight carries, and now he's tired, and now they change packages, and now he's on the sideline. He see Gainwell coming in, touchdown. He's like, golly, like, you know what I mean? Like, it seems like if I'm Miles Sanders, I'll be pissed off too.
Yeah, I would.
Hey, I'm not going in from the 20 to the 20. Put me in the damn red zone goal line, coach. I'm tired of bringing y'all down to the damn 10-yard line, and I'm over here on the sideline watching all my good hard work go to waste. Hey, I gotta get paid too. I got a family.
I gotta make ends meet as well, man. Like I say, I mean, he has 750 some yards. That's very good, despite Nick Sirianni wasn't running the football earlier in the season. So, I said again, Nick Sirianni, I thought he came out with an awful game plan the first game of the season, but I don't know if he's trying to. I don't know if he's trying to see what Jalen Hurts got, but I thought the game plan that he came out with earlier was god awful, trying to outscore teams. He tried to literally outscore teams, and like I say,
this question, Coach, do you think that he had his offense vision already So regardless what was happening, regardless if Jalen Hurts had the arm talent or not, he had a certain offense set in his mind that he was going to run it. God darn it, if it works or not, I'm going to run my offense.
Yep.
The first 6-7 weeks. Do you think that was the issue until he was like, all right, man, Jalen Hurts is really let me start using Hurts, to his strength and just build my offense off of that.
Yeah, I think the issue was I think Nick Sirianni was trying to see what Jalen Hurts have. I think he was just really trying to see, can he beat Jalen? Can I trust Jalen Hurts' trust his arm and his arm strength to make plays? And he seems he couldn't do that. But also, when you have the best offensive line in football and you have one of the best running games in football, you stick to what you do best. But that's Nick Sirianni being a head coach and a new first-year head coach in the National Football League. It had to take him time to learn. Him never coaching Jalen Hurts, it had to take him time just to learn what Jalen Hurts is all about and what this team is all about. And what kind of weapons does he have at the same time, which is there wasn't really good outside of Devontae Smith. I mean, Quez Watkins showed up from time to time, but again, I'm not blaming Quez Watkins. Again, he could have had a lot more yards. A lot of times he was wide open last year. A lot of times in a lot of games he was wide open. He just didn't get the football enough. But again, like I thought Nick Sirianni again just had a terrible game plan. I just guess he was trying to get a feel of what Jalen Hurts is and what this offense was before he started running the ball against the line. Now when he started running the ball against the lines, he said, this is who we are and this is who we're going to continue to be. So he did switch up his mindset. But again, the first game against Dallas, he really tried to outscore him. Jalen Hurts threw the ball 40 times. And you see that in where Dallas just ran the ball down the Eagles' throat, and they just the first play of the game. I can tell the Eagles was losing that game because that Prescott throws a bomb to CeeDee Lamb, a 50-yard bomb, and I can already tell we will lose. We were going to lose that game already. It's certain possessions that they got the Eagles, like the Raiders game. You knew they were losing that game because the Raiders were coming out burning, smoking hot, and the Eagles defense really didn't have an answer for it. But again, that goes on the personnel too, and not so much good players that Jonathan Gannon had at that point, not the right personnel players that he had too. But then again, you go back to the Chargers game, and I think we discussed this the day after that. I knew the Eagles was losing that football game because the Eagles punted the ball and it landed at the 1-yard line. And you know what the Chargers did? They go 99 goddamn yards down the field. So I knew the Eagles were going to lose that game. I said this defense not going to be stopping anybody. And it turned out they didn't stop anybody. They didn't stop them pretty much a whole game, pretty much. But I guess it was more Nick Sirianni just to see what type of offense, what type of guys he's going to have, what type of guys he can kind of rely on. And he saw that against the Detroit Lions. We're going to play ground and pound. They were hitting them in the mouth. And he said, come on, we're going with this now. We're going with this. So, again, give credit to Nick Sirianni for realizing it, and I just thought he tried to use Jalen Hurts' arm too much, which is he's seen, Jalen Hurts really couldn't get it done with his arm. And he's seen the running game was the bread and butter to go through.
Yeah, and that was the mind-boggling stuff for me, like, confusing stuff for me. Like, after 102 games, man, you should have seen that, hey, let me change my game plan a little bit. God darn it. Hey, the fans were saying run the ball. You had other teams like opponent and fans was like run the ball. Like you had something there. Like he was that stubborn that he waited his whole life for this shining moment to be a head coach, to call plays for his own team. And nobody was going to take him out of his game plan. And, it kind of hurt us as a whole because, yes, we finished the season 9-8, but imagine a couple of those games before, like the 49ers game, like that bomb to Quez Watkins. We got to the 10-7-yard line and we threw the ball 4 times. That was a missed opportunity. Instead of running the ball 4 times, we threw it 4 times. And then we got back there again. And guess what? We got a field goal block. So I'm sure multiple opportunities and like in the 49ers game where we could have won that game. And then, you move on to these other games, like, other Chargers game. That game was one of the best games as far as Jalen Hurts played. I know the Kansas City was nip and tuck, but I'm telling you right now, to control the game, the Chargers game, a good team against a good quarterback, later on into the season where we was trying to say, hey, could we beat a good quarterback? And that was our opportunity. And we was not running the ball. We kept on trying to throw the ball. And then our defense too. We're going to talk about our defense. But I believe that Nick Sirianni, if this offense don't work out this upcoming season, I'm starting from the top. I'm starting from Nick Sirianni because you saw exactly what team you had from last season. So why not start from there and build backward and say, you know what, we're going to start off running the ball, and then I'm going to throw my little passing game with AJ Brown, with Quez Watkins, with Devontae Smith. You know, hey, you might call a Pascal in there, Reagor. Who knows if he's going to be on the team? But you have enough weapons with Dallas Goedert. Now you could start, you know, passing a little bit more because teams are going to say, you know what, we want Jalen Hurts to beat us. Now they're going to load the box trying to stop the run. So as far as offense wise, I'm starting from the top. Nick Sirianni needs to be held accountable. I know we all saying it's Jalen Hurts, but you have to start from the play calling on down.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go back to I want to go back to the first Tampa Bay game when the Eagles could have easily won that game. Miles Sanders gets them down to at least the 20-yard line. You know, the very next play he did, he tried to throw an RPO pass, which was almost picked off by Shaq Barrett. The very next play, then he comes back on a second down and 10. He gets Jalen Hurts gets the ball. He rolls to the right. He almost throws an interception coming back to the backside of his body, almost throws an interception. Now you see the running game is doing. I think he took his foot off the running game too much in that first Tampa Bay game. The Eagles should have easily probably won that game if they stuck with the running game the way Miles Sanders was going. But like you said, he ended up throwing the football a little bit too much when you got down the goal line. And plus, Antonio Brown killed the Eagles that first game. But then again, this gives you a sense about Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay already saw you throughout the first game, throughout that Thursday night game. They saw you already. So coming in that playoff game, they knew what you wanted to do. So that's why they kind of loaded the box and stopped the run. Hey, we're going to stop the run. We're going to play one-on-one coverage with Devontae Smith and everybody else. And we're going to force the ball away from Jalen Hurts' arms early, and Jalen Hurts wasn't able to do it with his arms. So by Tampa Bay already seeing the Philadelphia Eagles the first time and them watching film and knowing they want to come in there and run the ball, that was just great coaching by Todd Bowles and the great adjustments. And fortunately, it kind of worked out. And then you had open receivers. It's just Jalen Hurts. Sometimes he's got to let it rip, man. He doesn't let it rip. He comes too timid to let it rip. But, I mean, I go back to that Tampa Bay game, and you look at how they should have beat Tampa Bay by the run game. They had some momentum by running the football. Nick Sirianni start trying to throw the football a lot instead of sticking to what they do best. And Tampa Bay were really getting tired too. They were really getting worn down and tired. And Nick Sirianni gave them a little inch of life, and that's what goes on because Tampa Bay saw you already on Thursday Night Football. They saw you already, so they already know what you were going to come out to do. And Tampa Bay just stopped it, and the Eagles couldn't really do anything about it.
All right, so hey Jumanji, I see you are back. Let me see back here. Hey, you are back, Jumanji, right? I see you back there, backstage. So
what's up?
Look, all right. So real quick, man. So OTAs start tomorrow. 5 days of OTA that will lead into a training camp. So what are some positions that you are starting to look at now, leading up to training camp that you are focused on? Wide receiver, offensive line, defensive line. Who's going to be your starting linebackers? What are these positions? Are going to start looking at starting from OTA just lead into the training camp?
Wait. Say that one more time.
All right. So what positions are you going to look at? Are you looking forward towards the most? Doing OTA that lead into training camp. What position battles, like middle linebacker, offensive line, defensive line, what?
What I want to see, what I really hope to see out of the OTAs, to be honest with you, is Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts, okay. I mean, you really not. So the OTA is really not going to see much, really. Like, this is really their first time as a team getting together. Yes, I know that they, got together for a little mini camp that they had, the past a couple weeks. But as far as OTAs, you really not going to see a lot. But moving on to the linebacker core, to me, the linebacker core will make or break the Philadelphia Eagles this upcoming season. You know, we went out and spent a lot of money, man, Well, not really that much, but we got Hassan Reddick, Kaiser White. You know, we drafted Nakobe Dean. We drafted Kyron Johnson. You know, we still had TJ Edwards. We still have Davion Taylor, Sean Bradley. So we still have a lot of, linebackers. So who's going to make the team? I have a feeling, I know the top core guys that's going to make the team and who's going to start, but it all going to depend on Jonathan Gannon, what he's going to want to run, a 3-4, a 5-2, a 4-3. Depends how many linebackers we going to keep on any given Sunday, to dress and come back on. So big play Slay.
Yo, what's good, JC?
What's up, man? What's up? What's going on, man? Talk to me.
Good, bro. Hey, I saw that you were live, man. I had to join. Happy Memorial Day, bro.
Yeah, man. Yo, appreciate it, man. So OTA, it starts tomorrow. I mean, look, it's the beginning. To me, look, I'm more excited about because it's the beginning of the 2022 season, 23 season. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm more excited about. But as far as the positions, like, what are you looking towards OTAs?
I'm looking at the battle at safety because to me, safety because safety right now it's not.
Only got two.
Hey,
Harris and Epps.
We gotta see the competition. What it's looking like. I think like right now we got Kayvon Wallace, Harris, Epps. We got to get better at the position. So I can't wait to see how they compete and the offense, how they look in OTAs. I want to see how Hurts and AJ get their chemistry going as it's their first season. And then we want to see how Smith looks this year. So I'm excited for OTAs this season.
But I mean 5 days, like I don't know how much you're going to see, how much, you're going to see on tape or, on the Eagles website, whatever. Look, as far as the safety position, like, do you feel like that before the season starts, that the Philadelphia Eagles will make a move to acquire a veteran safety? It doesn't have to be a big key name, either. So, but somebody else besides, right now we have Harris, Epps, Wallace, and Wallace. Yeah. Wait, no, already said it.
Yeah, you already said him. Wait, hold up. Yeah, you already said
Harris, Epps, Kayvon,
Harris. Yeah, that's it. That's
safety. It. Nah, it's gotta be more than that.
We gotta
have another safety, huh?
That's really it. I think they don't got any other safeties besides those three.
No. We got another safety here. Corner. Safety. Oh, yeah. Epps, Harris, Wallace, and Andre Shar.
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking about. Andre.
Yeah, so we only got 4 safeties. To me, like, the Philadelphia Eagles definitely have to bring in at least another safety. We got 12, 13 DBs on the roster. So get rid of a couple, bring some more safeties in, because right now at DB, I think we are set. But for the most part, do you feel like that the Philadelphia Eagles will bring in a veteran safety? It doesn't have to be big name, but somebody else to compete with Harris and Epps.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, everyone wants Jesse Bates. That's the biggest name out there. Jesse Bates. Hey, that's who I want, but I know we're not gonna get him. So the second best option is to go get a veteran safety, and whoever's out there, we got to get him at the cheap rate or at a price range that is good.
Hold on, let's talk about a Jesse Bates real quick, right? Because I've been seeing this a lot the past couple weeks. Jesse Bates. Yep. Okay, one, is he even a free agent? No. Yeah. 2, so what would you have to give? He's 24 years old, just coming off, making the Super Bowl, right? So what would you have to give to one to sign and trade? You have to sign and trade for this guy because he's feeling disrespected, at Cincinnati. Now he wants what? To get paid, of course, and he's young. So what would you give in order to get a Jesse Bates on the Philadelphia Eagles? And can we even afford to bring him on to the Philadelphia Eagles?
I think we can. It's just that we have to understand we've spent a lot of money this offseason. So we got to see how that works out there in Cincinnati. So I just got to see how everything plays out. If there's a good trade out there, I'm going to do the trade. And if we can get him at a good price, he's his money's worth, I think we can get him.
Coach? Hey, would you even go and try to acquire a guy named
to be honest, I've been saying this, and I talked to Lindy about it. And to be honest, I think we'll be good with Marcus Epps and stuff like that. I'm gonna tell you why. Jesse Bates is a top level safety. And if you're Cincinnati, I'm robbing the Eagles for a first round pick. I'm gonna be honest. They're gonna ask for a first round pick for that top level safety, and you gotta pay him on top of that. He's not gonna if Cincinnati doesn't want to pay him the type of money that he's asking for. What you think when he come here? What you think Howie Roseman trade for him? What he's gonna ask for is gonna ask for it. So I mean, again, you're giving up a first round pick, and you gotta definitely pay him at the same time. So, like I said again, if I'm the Eagles, I'm sticking to Epps. I didn't think Epps did a bad job last year, to be honest. And then you got two good cornerbacks too that can hold their end of the bargain. That's only going to help that secondary out, and Marcus Epps them probably get better. So again, I'm ready to stick. I'd rather stick right here with this team, and knowing that I got Bradbury and I got Darius Slay who can hold their side of the field, and you can be more versatile.
His internet went out again.
Huh? You can bring them down in the box in certain situations as well. So again, I'd rather stand packed a little bit, man. I'd rather not give up a whole nother first round pick and gotta pay him. So I think having Bradbury and Slade helps the.
Yeah, his internet acting up. But look, I agree, man. Look, I really think that with Harris and Epps and the thing with Wallace, man, we all had high hopes for him. Like even before, Anthony Harris showed up, man, we thought that Wallace could have been, B-Dog, 2.0 or something. The way he talked and a big hitter. But this dude can't stay on the field. He can't stay on the field. He can't get on the field. Golly, do something. Get on the field and get beat or something. Show us something. I don't know what we have in Wallace at all. I don't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have to see how that plays out because a lot of Eagles compared him to B-Doc, and you crazy for that. Now you looking back at that, you are very crazy for that. I see where they were coming from because he went to Clemson. He was a big hitter, but I think that was the reason he played out the way he played out because we compared him to B-Doc, and that probably set up really high expectations for him.
Hell no, it didn't. Not for me.
That's very high expectations, bro. That's one of the greatest safeties ever. I don't know if you put that on a rookie, man. He can't succeed.
Hey, you can't tell me that this guy had B-Dog expectations that got what in the 6th round, I believe, or 4th round. Wasn't he a 4th or a 6th round?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No. Ain't nobody gonna pass on B-Dog, all right? So I'm not gonna say that. But he talks a lot, though. He tweets a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one thing that we do know about him. You know what I mean? He tweets a lot. Even after we acquired Bradbury, he talking about, a lot of y'all done jumped off the ship, Eagles fan, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, get on the field. Stop talking. Get on the field. Your jersey is not even on clearance right now. Like your jersey is not, it's unknown right now. Like get on the field. Like this is his third year, his third season, and we have yet to see anything from him. Anything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he
So
wasn't. He ain't showed the coaching staff a little bit of inch that he deserved to be on the field again. I mean, you know, I don't know what it is about Wallace. He seems like he's interested in tweeting and more than get probably playing his way on the field. But again, that goes down to the coaching staff not really seeing enough of him and not really fully invested in him of being on the field. So at this point, they really invested in Anthony Harris and Marcus Epps to be the guys in that lineup. Because, like I say, if Kayvon Wallace showed any improvement to the coaching staff, he will really be up on the field and over one of those guys. So I guess they didn't see enough improvement in practices or in training camps enough, or on tape, enough to give him an opportunity. So again, this is his third year. I can see. I think he's going on the way out the door. I just really don't think he's going to get enough. He's going to get enough reps with the Philadelphia Eagles. I wouldn't be surprised if he even gets cut. I wouldn't be surprised.
all right. So look, let's talk about these linebackers. Slay, talk to me about, if you are Jonathan Gannon, what system, what scheme fits these linebackers that the Philadelphia Eagles have? A 3-4, 5-2, 4-3. What is the best way to use, these linebackers? Because we gotta get them on the field. Like, we went out and acquired a lot of talent. We drafted Dean. We got Hassan Reddick, Kaiser White. K'Ron Johnson, this dude is a beast, but he's okay with playing special teams, but what system, what scheme would fit these type of linebackers that the Eagles went out and got?
Probably 4-3, I'm thinking.
4-3.
I don't, honestly, bro, I don't even think you could really like stick to one defense this year, because we don't even know what Jonathan Gannon's defense is. He showed us that it was a 3-4, 4-3, switched up on a 5-2, Tampa 2. It's gonna be different. To me, the only like true linebacker, like out of all of those other guys in that linebacking core, is probably Kaiser White, because Nakobe Dean obviously is a true linebacker, but we seen a little bit of him last year. He was a starter, but there was so many guys on that team, at that Georgia team.
Who, Dean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, facts.
There was a lot of guys.
There's no way you win the Buckets Award if you're a bum.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, you don't win that award, especially in the SEC. That means you won the highest award for a linebacker at the highest conference, the national championship. Like, there's no way that you're a bum. And have you seen the way his ball tracking? Oh my God. Like,
he's a blitzer.
I've not seen a highlight where he mistake that the quarterback kept the ball and ran towards the running back. Every time I see him, he know for a fact, that running back has the ball and he is going after him. That's how his closing speed is bar none. But go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Dean to me is like a weak side linebacker, weak side middle linebacker, a guy that plays out on that outside, and he's more middle to me. He's a true middle linebacker. But the thing with him is, you could put him in a defense where he has that ability to blitz. Oh my God, Jalen Smith. Okay,
Jalen Smith won that award.
Yeah,
but he's not no Kobe Dean.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Where is Jalen Smith now? We don't even know.
Believe. I think he went to the Packers. He got cut. Went to the Giants, I believe.
Yeah.
And I think that's where he at now. But who knows? But he was also coming off a career-threatening injury too in Jalen Smith. Yes, he had a couple good years, but like, in my opinion, he's not known no Kobe Dean. But hey, I might be wrong.
Yeah, with Dean, he's like weak side middle linebacker. With Kaiser White, he's an outside guy, and he's gonna fill Alex Singleton's slot, right? That's what we thinking. And Kaiser White was really good last year to me. I thought he played well for the Chargers. And Reddick is just a guy that pass rushes, but can drop back if he has to. So that's like Jernard Avery, basically. That's the role he's gonna be like. So that's what he's coming in our defense to do. So I can't wait to see what this defense holds for the linebackers.
But as far as go ahead, coach, like as far as the linebackers, man, like I mean, do you feel confident that Jonathan Gannon could use these guys properly? Because I don't.
I mean, again, I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna say this. I plead the fifth. That means I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if he doesn't get the job done this year, there's no excuses for having this having a CB2, CB1 and a CB A. It's no excuses for this. And then you get Kaiser White, who was the best tackler, who's the leading tackler on the Chargers. And you get a Hassan Reddick, you got a Jordan Davis, a Fletcher Cox, you got a versatile defensive line, got a pretty solid defensive line, got a pretty solid linebacking core, and you not getting the job done, and you getting gashed, and you don't play elite type of quarterbacks. I think you only play by one or two of them. You play by one or two elite type quarterbacks coming up this year. There's no excuses for Jonathan Gannon. He has to get the job done this year. His defense got to be better than 18th in the National Football League. And 18th, that's not what wasn't bad last year. It really wasn't that bad last year to be 18. You can factor that in. Whenever time he played an average quarterback, the defense will be straight. But when you play a very good quarterback, defense was not really good at all. So defense was only great last year when they didn't play a great quarterback. So again, that's why they were 18th in the National Football League on the defensive side of the ball. But again, it's no excuses for Jonathan Gannon. He has to step up. He has to figure out a scheme that's comfortable for these guys and these players, and he has to step up for this defense. Or I can see him exiting the door next year.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And look, we didn't even mention TJ Edwards, man.
Oh yeah.
We didn't even mention him. So all right. So right now, give me your starting linebacker. Hey, the game about to kick off. You trot out a 4-3 defense. Who are your starting linebackers on the field? Go ahead, Big Play. Let's start with you.
For me, my outside linebackers are going to be Kaiser White. That's one. And the backup guy will be Davion Taylor behind him. My middle linebacker is going to be Nakobe Dean because I trust him. I'm not going to say I trust him more than TJ.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
TJ, you are on the bench.
I like him just a little bit more than Edwards. But I hope Edwards starts and he proves himself to be the middle linebacker of the future. Because it's always good to have competition. And obviously Edwards is going to be behind him. And then, Kaiser White would be the outside linebacker. So you would have Reddick coming off the line, but he could drop back. So that's going to be my linebackers in that type of situation. Maybe Davion Taylor's on that side. Who knows?
Sean Bradley.
Yeah. I forgot
Taylor.
About him. Bradley might be on that side, to be honest.
All right, Coach. So who you start? I mean, but the thing is, are you trotting Dean out from from game one? Is he your starting middle linebacker?
He's my starting middle linebacker from day one.
Yep.
I'm starting him in middle, and my two outsides will be Edwards and Kaiser White.
Mm-hmm.
Edwards and Kaiser White. Wait, Hassan would be your Sam?
Hassan Reddick is mostly going to be on the defensive line. He's basically mostly is going to be at the defensive edge rush position. That's what he's mostly going to line up at most of the time. So,
if it's a hybrid defense, though, he might drop back into coverage here and there.
So
yeah,
is that his strength, though?
I think he would use some different packages with Hassan Reddick, but I think most of his ability going to be used on a defensive line on that pass rushing ability. So he may give him some things where he can be versatile at, put him in coverage or sometime in a flat. The guard probably guard take away the running back at times. But again, most of his damage is going to be on the defensive line.
Yeah, I agree. So let's talk about my favorite position, DB. Hey, DB, because to me, yes. Hey, you know what? Look, I realize that you could have a good pass rusher, pass rushing front, whatever, but your DBs, man, Like last year, big play Slay, no relation to little Slay that's on my screen. But big play Slay last year made the Pro Bowl, had one of his best career years. Honest truth. I know he played with the Lions, but that was the younger type of Slay. That was the more faster, aggressive type of Slay. The year before he had his resurgence last year. We thought I was like, oh hell nah, big play Slay is not a top 10 DB. Maybe because the whole Jim Short system that he was under was not right for him. But last year he bounced back, had a Pro Bowl year, and now you got his buddy on the other side, James Bradbury. Like, how do y'all see Jonathan Gannon using these guys? Are we going to be more, I hate to say it, more zone or more man up, press up? Like, what are we doing with these guys?
We're gonna be pressed. I think
we're gonna be pressed. We're gonna be pressed up,
press.
man. I mean, with these cornerbacks, you're gonna be pressing. You're gonna be pressing up. Like I say, you don't. I think most of the players last year. I mean, James Bradbury. Most of his mistakes came in zone coverage last year with the Giants when he played it when the Pro Bowl year and with the Panthers he played more man coverage, and that's prove completely what he is. He's a man-to-man coverage. So you got two man-to-man coverage guys. I think you can press up on them. You can press up, get in these guys' faces. And also, like I say, that's going to allow you to be versatile with the safeties a little bit and bring them down in the box a little bit on certain situations and stuff like that, because most of James Bradbury touchdowns was given up was in zone coverage. And when you're in zone coverage, you're going to have some confusion on certain assignments where they're supposed to be and stuff like that. Some guys are not going to remember where they're supposed to be. Some guys are going to blow some coverage. So that's one thing is about zone. So I think you go, like Slay said, you go immediately, you press up on the line, and you play man-to-man with these two guys and allowing these safeties some time to sit back and watch sometime and read the defense, or sometime you can bring them down in the box if it's a run, or if you want to get to the quarterback, you just bring them down in the box and let them blitz off the edges and stuff. Now that you got two shutdown corners that can pretty much lock you down pretty much and stay and hold their own, and then you got Devontae Maddox too that can stop his guy too. So you got three legit. You got a great slot corner, and you got two great DBs. Got two very good DBs. One is great, and one is is a very good, which is James Bradbury. One is very good. Very good one is James Bradbury, but he can hold his own. But the great one is Slay. Slay is a great cornerback. So again, I think you play man-to-man press coverage with these guys. Don't play zone. I don't think you play zone. I think you get everybody kind of.
Bro. Bradbury got baked in, man. Last I'm gonna be honest.
I said he's very good, not great. I didn't say he was good. I said he was very good, not great.
Yo, Devontae Parker cooked them. I'm not gonna lie, but
I said,
everybody get cooked in the NFL, man. Every cornerback
got beat in the NFC Championship game. He got beat multiple times in the Super Bowl. Everybody gonna have that problem.
That's true.
Most of that he got cooked was in zone coverage though. It wasn't man-to-man coverage. He got beat in press zone. Like when he pressed a little bit and he played in zone, he got cooked. Most of his touchdowns they gave up in his zone. It wasn't man-to-man press. No, it wasn't all man-to-man press.
I hear what you're saying, Dante.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, a Cowboy fan, 1992. I guess, he at least was born right before the Cowboys won their last couple of Super Bowls. Hey, at least he could say that, hey, I was alive when my boys, Cowboy. Hey, I'm hoping that you're a Cowboy fan because it's Cowboy fan 1992. But welcome to the stream, man. I appreciate you joining the stream. Coach Johnson, you need to coach football. He does coach.
I do coach football. Go look at my Instagram. Add me on Instagram, on Twitter. You'll see them. You'll see the photos. I do coach football.
Yeah.
I'm just taking a year off of it.
Yeah, facts. So look, hey, I really feel like that we need to play man. Like, we need to play man because, like, I don't believe in zone. Good quarterbacks could pick zone apart. Yeah. Every time we played, I wake up in the middle of the night sweating from freaking like, is that zone?
Derek Carr killed us.
The way Derek Carr, the way Justin Herbert, 99 yards, that wasn't man. That
Yep.
was
wasn't man.
zone.
That was zone
He
coverage all of that. Dink and dump. You just dink and dump and
He
open
was
place
he was
in the right
picking
spots.
us
Finally
apart,
open.
having his time out there, but he
Yep.
was playing
That's
around.
So
all
why
right.
would you, Big Play Slay, want us to play more zone then?
No, I never said I wanted us to play zone. I want to play like press zone, press man. Like we're not gonna be playing like zone to where we're gonna be playing like 10 yards off. I want to play like a little bit off, but not too much off. But
Like how far off? Like 2 yards, 5 yards? What's far?
maybe like 2 to 5 yards, not 10 yards. That's too much. That's exaggerating it.
But man is, I mean, that's all right. So basically, man. All right.
Yeah,
I'm
basically
describing man to me. You know.
Yeah, I'm a little
I feel like
worried
if you
about
play
Bradbury.
man. Now you could get more pressure on the quarterback, like because guess what? Now you ain't got to drop your linebackers to be spying nobody. Hey, you know what? You get to the quarterback as fast as you can. But look, I love our DBs, and I feel like that James Bradbury. Oh my God, he's an upgrade from man. What's his name, man? Shoot, I forgot his name already. Steven Nelson, right?
Yeah.
And the worst part is, last year we was if we get Steven Nelson, we are going to the playoffs. We all wanted Steven Nelson last season. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah. But Steven Nelson,
am I making this up?
Steven Nelson is a slot corner. He's not even a number 2 corner. He's a slot corner too. He played a lot of slotting in Pittsburgh. He's not even really a number 2 cornerback. He's just a playing slot corner. So you could expect problems to have out of Steven Nelson. He's not used to guarding number 2s and number 1s and stuff. He's a playing slot corner. So he was in the wrong position. He was probably in the wrong position. But like I said, you had nobody better than
solid though.
Steven Nelson. Yeah, he's solid, but you had nobody really actually better than him. Actually on the field pretty much like that as a cornerback.
Hey, you got him now, Dante.
Yeah. You say what?
You got him now.
Hey, he's gonna be playing slot. He's not gonna be playing on the corner side.
Hey, I thought King was gonna be playing slot for y'all.
But now, look, this is the first year that we have a legit backup nickel, DB to back up Avonte Maddox. That guy we picked up.
Jimmy Moreland.
No, Jimmy.
Moreland?
Yes.
Yeah.
Moreland. Yo, this dude, he could play. He could play the nickel and the outside. But hey, this is the first year I'm comfortable going into the season saying, hey, the nickel position and the outside position, hey, we are good with backups because hey, Moreland, he started 10 games for the Washington, man, what's their name now? Man, did it change?
Commanders, yeah.
Okay, all right. For the Washington Commanders, but hey, as a matter of fact, they bought land in Virginia. I live in Virginia, by the way.
Yeah.
So, and I was about to sell my house, right? I was about to sell my house and move in with my fiance in a couple months, but I might keep my house because they bought land literally like 30 minutes away from where I live now. Wow. So I'm trying to figure out how high this market value is going to, skyrocket once a stadium is actually built in Virginia.
They need a new damn stadium.
Huh?
They need a new stadium bad, bro.
Well, I mean, that's why they bought land, Big Play Slay. Yeah, they bought land, in Virginia. But I don't know why you buy land in Virginia, Washington. So, I mean, are you going to change, the name to Virginia Commanders? I don't know, man. Because right now they do play in Maryland, but they, their fight song is Washington, D.C. fight song. And they just brought land in Virginia. Look, man, they all screwed up. But look, it is what it is. But Jimmy Moreland, he's he's a very solid DB. And this dude is a ball hog. I'm telling you right now, he's not afraid to tackle. He's not afraid, to go after the ball. I mean, I'm just surprised that Washington let him go because he was a second round pick for the Washington in 2019.
Yep.
His talent is there, but injury issue and stuff like that with the Washington, and then he went to the Texans and then work out. But we got a steal right now. We claim them, so it is what it is. But let's talk about the D line, man. Let's talk about the D
My
line.
favorite position on the team. Hey,
Your
my
favorite position on the team. Okay, so
Yes,
talk to
sir.
me then. Why is it your favorite position, and who are you looking toward, like towards the most? Is it JD or Fletch?
Hey, bro, the reason why it's my favorite position on the line is because you got so many freak animals on that line, bro. You got dogs on that line, bro. You got a 6'6" big man from Georgia and Jordan Davis. You got Fletch. You got Brandon Graham coming back. You just added Reddick to the line. I'm not even gonna talk about Barnett. He's basically not even on the team. Like,
What?
he's
Yeah.
on the team.
Whoa. Barnett as part of a rotational piece instead of a starter?
He's not. I don't think he's gonna be a starter. He a rotational piece of me.
Okay, but imagine him as a rotational piece. But who's your other end though? So
Brandon
who's your other end? Coming off a Achilles?
I mean, some players come
Are you
off of
serious?
Achilles and do good. I think because he's the most
In basketball. Well, you know what? Let me see. Terrell Suggs was like the last player that came off of that injury that I could remember. Terrell Suggs, but he's not like a push off type of guy though. Like he was your middle linebacker.
Right.
So I'm not. But man, coming
I
off.
I get what you're saying. But I personally feel like if you're trying to add a player to that team right now, our ends are looking like we got Josh Sweat, Brandon Graham. Who else we got? Barnett.
Barnett.
Yeah, guys, I'm good now. I'm good now.
All right, Jumanji.
My internet was going crazy, man.
All right. Hey, all right. So you're next. All right. So we're about to come to you, answer this question about our line real quick. But Big Play Slate is about to finish his dream team lineup. Go ahead.
We got Reddick, Josh Sweat, Barnett. We got pieces there. I just personally look at Brandon Graham as a proven player. And I think he could come off of Achilles injury and not really put a like crazy performance up, but do well for us to be a better defensive line. So
I got you. Follow Cowboys fan on IG. I got you. I've accepted it.
I felt like they added the right pieces to the line. So we don't know if they're gonna go 3-4, 4-3. I think Davis is a 3-4 player, to be honest. I want to see how he looks in the 4-3 defense. So hey, we'll see.
Yep. Look, could you imagine a 3-4 defense? You could have at least 5 linebackers out there on a 3-4 defense.
Yes.
Like imagine you have Reddick, Dean, TJ Edwards, Kaiser White, and Kyron Johnson. So whoever you want to throw out there. So imagine you could have 5 linebackers out there, with speed too. All those guys besides TJ Edwards to me are speed guys. You got your speed linebackers and Dean, and your hard hitters with Kaiser White and TJ Edwards, your sack artist and Hassan Reddick. I mean, what's his name? Kyron Johnson.
He's 5'8".
Rusher. You have a lot of different, packages that you could throw out there if you are Jonathan Gannon. It's all going to be up to what he feels comfortable doing.
He bullied Trevor Penning. I have to say,
he
bullied the lineman from the Saints. He put a good performance up on there. He just needs to finish. One thing about him that I like about him is he's got the right intangibles for a pass rusher. It's just that he needs to finish on the plays. If he can do that, he's gonna be a good player. It's just about development with him, and I'm glad that we took him in the 4th or 5th round. It was one of those rounds.
All right, so Jumanji, are you there, right? Are you there now?
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yes. All right, hey, talk to me about our front 7. What are you expecting from our front 7, and what type of packages would you like to see from our front 7 that Jonathan Gannon should run?
I mean, I'm expecting a lot of blitzing, like a lot of blitz, a lot of speed. Off the edge, a lot of pressure. Pretty much like the standard, like they did last year. It's a lot of pressure, a lot of speed, a lot of blitzing.
So let me ask you another question. So would you start? And this is a controversial one, but would you start Fletcher Cox or Jordan Davis in the middle alongside with Hargrave? Hey,
To be
hey,
honest
you're
with you,
breaking up, man.
I would start Davis. I'll start Davis because he took him in the first round for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So I would start Davis over Fletcher Cox, but I was just having a rotation now.
Hey, you're coming in broken real quick. Hey, let me ask Coach this real quick. Hey, Coach, who would you start? All right. So we all
Mhm.
know that Fletcher Cox is on his last year. You know, I mean, if if a miracle happened, he get signed to a contract extension with the Philadelphia Eagles. He get 20 sacks this year. Who knows? Anything could happen. But right now, he's on a 1-year deal. So who would you start? Davis and have Fletcher Cox be a rotational player or vice versa?
To play respect for Fletcher Cox, I will start Cox. I know you got Jordan Davis in the first round, at number 12, so it's almost seemed like when you every time that goes for any piece that gets drafted pretty much in the first round or on a probably top 12, you expect them to start. You expect them to some point start during the season. When you get them in the first round, but just to pay respect to Fletcher Cox, I would actually start him. He's on a 1-year deal, but I think Fletcher Cox in the middle of the season or probably early is gonna. I think Jordan Davis is gonna end up starting at some point of the season, but I would actually go with Fletcher Cox, man. I think he's still pretty good. Man, I think Fletcher Cox still draws that attention a little bit. That opens up some for Josh Sweat and it opens up a Son Reddick. I think the defensive line overall is going to be really, really on the quarterback, on any quarterback that they face. But again, I will actually start Fletcher Cox in that rotation. But Jordan Davis will be starting by the end of the season. By the time the season ends, he will be starting.
Big play.
I already answered it.
What, Jordan Davis?
Yeah, I answered that question.
Wait, so you're starting Jordan Davis, right? And have
Oh
But
yeah,
that's
I
what I'm
didn't answer
saying.
that.
Answer the question.
Me personally, I don't know, man. I think we should rotate Jordan Davis in there because it's a 4-3 defense. He's coming off of a 3-4 defense. I feel like it's better to rotate him in there. When you have already proven players like Cox and Hargrave, and it might be Cox's last year. We still have to develop Davis because he has all the intangibles. It's just about developing him to like a top 5 defensive tackle in the league. So I would rotate him, to be honest.
Look, hey, I really feel like that Jordan Davis would not have to wait long until he is the full-time starter. You know why? Because Fletcher Cox is on a 1-year deal. The trade deadline come around. The Eagles did try to trade him last year, but they try to ask too much. This time around, they know for a fact that he is done after this year. So, if you're the Philadelphia Eagles, to start the season, the first 7-8 weeks, you rotate a Davis in there, maybe on third downs or vice versa. You know, and you bring him in on first and second down and put Cox in there on third down, whatever it is. But I believe that Fletcher Cox will get traded. He will be traded before the season even finished because you do not want to lose a big piece as Fletcher Cox and not get nothing in return. Like, that's not how the Philadelphia Eagles roll. Like, they're not going to let you walk. Like, we've been trying to let JJ walk for 10 years now. We've been trying to
It do
Reagor
feel like
walk
10
for
years.
5 years. They do not let people walk for nothing. So I believe that Fletcher Cox will get traded, and then Jordan Davis will be a full-time being rotated by Milton Williams. Don't forget
Yep.
about Milton Williams. You know what I mean? He played against the Cowboys starting offensive line. The last game of the season, he was the most dominant, defense line on our backup when we had, all the backups in. He was dominating a starting offensive line for the Dallas Cowboys, which was, was trying to win the game, was trying to prove themselves that we got to get ready and stuff like that. And he was dominating them, So I feel like that Milton Williams. So that's why I'm okay if the Philadelphia Eagles let Fletcher Cox go, because we do have a couple pieces that are ready for more play time.
I think Milton Williams should be more of like a nose tackle / defensive end. I don't think he'll be like that defensive tackle Cox will be. I think he's more of just like a nose tackle. He's gonna probably, whenever Hargrave leaves, he's probably gonna take Hargrave's slot and be more of like a guy that can switch around to the.
You think Hargrave is going to leave? Because this is
not right now. Not right
okay.
Now. Yeah, but
because this is technically could be Hargrave and Cox last year, so one of them is going to get re-signed. Which one? I think Hargrave, but
I completely agree. I think it would have to be Hargrave. Hargrave proved to you last year that the guy can get probably double-digit sacks. He had like 8 last year at the start off the year, man. He was cooking. He was on fire.
He was.
So
but then he had nobody to come with him because Sweat died off. Cox wasn't really doing anything, but Hargrave was trying to, he was starting to see a lot more double teams now, and Cox was being, a one-on-one. He wasn't winning that. So yes, he got tired. So I do agree with you.
So what do we think about Josh Sweat? Because I feel like he's the lone guy out right now because no one's talking about him.
No. His job is secured. That's why we ain't talking about him. Because first of all, he got signed to a contract extension last offseason. So he's good, right? And I believe he had about 7 or 8 sacks, and he got a few more if penalties didn't take those away. So Josh Sweat, to me, his spot at the right side is secured. I believe it's the left side where Barnett was at. Is he going to start or Brendan Grant? In my opinion, I think that Barnett should start and rotate that Brendan Graham role like Chris Long role. You know what I mean? In that rotational piece, or have a certain package from like the NASCAR package, in the Super Bowl when Brendan Graham strip sacked Tom Brady. Have a certain package for these guys. But I would not try BG out there as a full-time starter coming off and Achilles. I would not. I mean, I would probably work him in. And then, if he's more a dominant than a Barnett, and then, the middle of the season, I switched him out. But to start the season, I got Barnett. Let me see. Barnett, Hargrave, Cox, and Sweat starting. And then rotation, BG, Milton Williams, Davis, and Jackson. Terrion, I think a Jackson could be an end, or we do have some ends, that we could throw in there. Matter of fact, Kyron Johnson, Hassan Rex, and we're forgetting these packages. It's not up to us to figure out the packages, but we do have.
Rich even said Marlon Tuipulotu, the other guy from USC, the D tackle.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, so it's true. So let's talk about the wide receivers, man, because this is, to me, is like the biggest unknown to me. Yes, we got AJ Brown, Quez, Smith, Reagor is like that. Reagor, JJ, Pascal. Why would you bring in Pascal and not put him on the team and pay money? I don't know. So tell me y'all opinion on our wide receiver core. Who makes it on and who's out? And matter of fact, Hightower, he's still on the practice squad.
Out. I'm sorry, that guy will be gone.
It's hard to me. Go ahead.
Gone. Hightower is gone.
It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple for mine. It's not even hard to eat. For me, it's not really even hard. It's number 2 for sure. 3 for sure. 3 for sure. Quez Watkins, AJ Brown. So we're gonna take Quez Watkins, we're gonna take AJ Brown them out of the equation because you already know I'm gonna throw in Pascal.
Devontae?
No, we're gonna take them out because we already know they starting. We already
Oh,
know they
yeah.
starting. We're gonna take them out. We already know. That's not even a question that need to be asked right there with them three. But I'm gonna throw in Pascal. That's the 4 right there for me. Reagor, I think he's the odd man. I think he's not going to even be on the team when the season starts. I think he's already frustrated that Pascal is coming in anyway, and he knows Pascal got his job anyway by him even coming in there. So again, I'm going with them the 4 I got going in. I think Hightower, like I said, his ability last year for not to don't have the love for the game. I don't like that. Yeah, we know how talented probably he is, but I think he's gone like Slade. I don't even think about Hightower like that.
Ward maybe might make it. I
I
think
don't want
Ward's
no
gonna make it.
person a part of the team that doesn't have the love for the game, doesn't have the love for the game at all. But the 4 is easy for me. You know, it's not even really that close for me. So I got it's Pascal and it's Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins, and it's AJ Brown. So that's my 4 right there. I'll throw out there.
For me, I'm gonna say AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Pascal, Watkins, and my 5th receiver, I'm gonna say Greg Ward. I think Ward.
Greg Ward.
I like Greg Ward.
Jason the bot, right? Yo,
I'm not gonna lie. I like Greg
Jason
Ward.
Bond.
I love Greg Ward. Man.
He's got the most, I think, I wouldn't even say most like proven ability for us. I think he's just the most like proven receiver. I would say besides AJ Brown and Pascal. On our team the last couple of years. So I would say him. And I'm telling you, bro, Pascal's gonna do really good this year. Pascal's gonna be one of those players Jalen Hurts is gonna throw to on every first down because that's what he's good for, getting our first downs. And I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna be an explosion on that offense, bro. You're gonna get a instant repeat of what I wouldn't even say what 2017 held. You're just gonna get an instant like repeat of what Jalen Hurts can do for you on the ground.
It's so real quick, right? 2 things. One, shout out to everybody that's watching. Marina Sands was like, Reagor will battle Colby for the last wide receiver spot. You know, how do y'all feel about that? Because, have you seen this guy, Colby that they're talking about? Like track star, speed at the yin-yang, a great special team. I feel like that this year we need to win on all 3 phases back in 2017, defense, special team, offense. So is there a chance that June 1st is right around the corner?
Yep.
That Howie Roseman let go of Reagor, because we didn't even talk about JJ. We didn't even talk about JJ Arcega-Whiteside, the best blocking wide receiver on our team.
Oh my God!
Wide receivers. Like, who's on this team? That's my best question right now. Who's on this team, and how many are we keeping? We got Colby, Hightower, JJ. Besides the obvious top 3, and Quez, Smith, AJ.
And Pascal. Pascal's a proven guy.
He's a lot. Pascal's a lot.
Pascal's a lot. Yeah.
He's a lot. Yes.
But you're saying, but you said Greg Ward.
No. I'm not saying Greg Ward is a lot. I think he's gonna be the last guy that's
gonna be on the field. Actually, we said who's gonna actually be on the field. I think those 4 will actually be playing on the field. But I think Greg Ward will be the 5th receiver they take in.
Greg Ward will be like that situational guy. Like he'll be that guy where he'll come in some games when there's injuries and probably give you a good 60 to 50 yards and a couple catches. And honestly be like one of those guys that, has those situational catches. Because last year, remember that one game against Washington, he had that catch with Jalen Hurts. Remember that catch that he did a fade pass to Greg Ward? And Greg Ward caught it off his back shoulder. That was a damn good pass and a damn good catch. That's the type of plays you want to see. And that's why I have him being the 5th receiver on the team. And the last receiver.
So we keeping 6?
I think it's gonna be 5. To be honest, I'm sorry, bro. Reagor's not gonna make this team.
I
Like
think Reagor may be traded. I think Reagor maybe if he don't be
maybe,
traded, or he may not be on the team too much longer. But I got a feeling I think Reagor is gonna be gone. Reagor's gonna be gone.
Man, to get rid of a first round pick 3 years later, like just not get a penny for him.
the
Like
man can't even get off of press coverage, bro. I don't think anyone wants him. He can't even get off of press coverage, bro. Look at what he did in that Bucks game, yo. Yo, Dante, remember that film that we were looking at when he
Yeah.
couldn't get off press coverage? He was just so like hammered because he was getting
I
jammed.
mean, like I say, it takes 3 years to know what you got in a player. Sometimes it takes 1 year. Sometimes like it don't really take 3 years to know what you got. You'll just know by when a player play their first game, you'll kind of know what you got in that player. You'll know like this player is gonna be it. Like Houston Texans, like I knew Deshaun Watson was gonna be it. You know how I knew he was gonna be it? The moment that he played that preseason game against the Panthers and he came in. Tom Savage couldn't get nothing done in the first half against the Jaguars. Watson came right in and led that team down to a touchdown. We didn't even have a point in the first half. Deshaun Watson comes right in and led that team to the touchdown. And he goes next week and he beats the Bengals at home at the Bengals Stadium.
That was his birthday.
That was his birthday. Yep, that was the moment I knew Deshaun Watson was going to be good for the team.
Yo,
was going to be really good.
Kittle,
that was the moment I knew it.
George
Sometimes
Kittle
you
was
just know
talking about it the other day too. George Kittle was talking about it the other day. When he's seen Trey Lance play a football game, right? Or when he sees Trey Lance in practice, he just knows that dude is gonna be good because of some of his plays. Like he had like this eyeball roll where Lance is just in the pocket and he gets out of the pocket, and he's never seen quarterbacks do this. So you know some of your players know when your player is good when they see a couple film or a couple plays on the dude.
And don't forget Watson the first year went toe to toe with Tom Brady into
the
touchdown to Brandon Cooks. That's another reason I knew he was gonna be something. I said he's gonna be a star. He's gonna be very good. Gonna be very tough to stop.
All right, so let's talk about the tight end position. You know what I mean? So JJ is a tight end right now. My dude can't get off. He can't get cut. He's like, yo, he got 9 lives. You don't you better wide receiver, we'll move you to tight end. You better tight end. Matter of fact, go be a fullback. You better fullback. We'll make you a coach. Yo,
we'll make you a linebacker, bro.
We'll make you a linebacker. For some odd reason, JJ can't seem to get off this team. I lost a freaking jersey last year. I bet Tone the Shield. Hey, shout out to my guy Tone the Shield that JJ would catch at least 1 touchdown. You have 17 games to give me 1 touchdown. It doesn't matter how you do it. Pick up a damn fumble in the end zone. Hey, I don't care, right? This dude, he started week 18 against the Cowboys. And I think it was Minshew. He threw him a ball in the end zone. It bounced off his gut. I saw my jersey bounce off his gut. And he dropped it. And I had to buy Tony Shield dinner wherever he wanted because this dude has 17 freaking games to give me 1, not 2, not 3, but 1 touchdown. He couldn't give me that. And now he's a damn tight end. So is he even in the runnings, especially with Dallas Goedert, Stoll, with that new guy that we just drafted, whatever his name is.
Calcaterra, he from SMU.
And we still got Jackson too, right? But Tyree Jackson is still on the team, or no? He's gone.
He's gonna be like the water boy tight end. That's what JJ's new role gonna be like.
So why even waste a position though? Why even waste a position if you have that many tight ends ahead of them? So let's talk about the tight end position. Who's on the team? Does JJ make the team?
1000% Goddard. That's not even a question.
Yeah,
Goddard is a top 5 tight end. I feel like that's gonna be proven, bro. I'm gonna keep saying that, bro. Goddard is one of the best players in the league, and he doesn't get any respect. He's one of the best blocking tight ends in the league. He's one of the best.
He's the 3rd highest paid tight end in the league,
and 3rd highest paid tight end.
The 3rd highest paid, besides Kittle and Kelsey. Yes, he's the 3rd highest paid, so he's getting his respect with money wise.
Yeah, he just doesn't get like credit for what he can do. Like, look at that Washington game last year, bro. My boy caught a whole catch in front of like 2 defenders, and I know he had that one catch where it bounced off his foot and it dropped to
His
the
heel
ground.
interception.
Hey, I remember that. But you look at what he did throughout the game, he cooked every single player that was in front of him. After that game, play that one specific play, he cooked after that. Calcaterra, I think he's gonna make it as a rookie. I like that dude a lot.
Yeah.
Tyree Jackson and Stoll, I feel like that's locks. So
With that,
it's
wait,
gotta-
locks with
Yeah.
Tyree Jackson and Jackson. Wait,
Stoll was a lock.
how many tight ends are we carrying?
I think it's got to be
It's
3.
a
So
52-man
Calcaterra-
roster, man. Yo, you want 7 wide receivers, 20
Nah.
tight ends,
Nah.
like 8 linebackers. Like, yo, hey, what's the rest of the team?
Hey, I think it's just got to be 3 tight ends. So Calcaterra and J Jaw got to get off. It's just I
Wait,
feel like those
hey, he
two.
just said that he's making it.
No, because I remember that you only have to have 3 tight ends. So I think Stowe and Tyree Jackson are the other 2 tight ends. So it's got to be only 3.
Ooh, I'm thinking that Jackson is gone.
Ooh,
Area, Goddard and Stowe is there because why would you draft a guy that Jalen Hurts, knew in college through to? Why would you draft him? Waste a draft pick just to cut him, coach?
Hey, you need those situational guys, and I think Calcaterra could be that if we develop him.
So that was my surprise pick. That was my surprise pick right there, Calcaterra. I think it's gonna be him. I'm not going to count Dallas Goedert because he's starting day one, so I'm gonna take him out of the equation. So I think it's gonna be Calcaterra and Stall. I'm gonna make a bold prediction right now. J Jaw is gonna find a way to be on this team. Watch. He's gonna find.
That's not bold.
Like everybody wants him cut. Everybody wants him cut. Like JC said, he got 9 lives. He's a cat. He got 9 lives.
He got 35
He can die.
lives,
He can
bro.
come back.
We don't
He
even
gonna
got
come back.
9 lives.
And he's gonna be on the team. He's gonna be on the team. Watch. He's gonna be on the team.
That man got way more than just 9 lives. He got
about 100 lives already. He got 100 lives. He just can't go down. He just can't go down.
We tried.
He's gonna be on the team. Watch.
Oh man! But this is his 4th year, right? If I'm correct, this is his 4th year. So that means that wasn't he a first round or second round?
He was a second round pick.
He was a second round pick. He was
so there's no 5th year option. So this is it for him. So this is it. He's either going to ball out or fall out. You know what I mean? Hey, he's going to be somewhere besides the Philadelphia Eagles. At least next year, he may not even have an option. But Cowboy fan wanted to know, what would y'all think if the Cowboys trade for Debo?
Oh my God.
Go ahead. Hey, let's entertain Cowboy fan. You know what I mean? He's there watching. He's a Cowboy fan. Let's entertain this question real quick. What would y'all think? How would y'all feel if Dallas, spent a lot of money, trading for Debo Samuel? Go ahead,
They ain't gonna get no damn Debo, bro. Debo don't want to go to damn Dallas, bro. Why would Debo want to go to Dallas,
because
bro?
There's a picture of Debo and Dak. Yes, there's a picture of Debo and Dak shaking hands, probably after the beatdown from the playoffs. But they were shaking hands with all smiles. And now the Cowboys think that they might have a shot, to get Debo. So, Coach.
I don't see it. I don't see him getting Debo Samuel. But like I say, if they do, man, I say it's all. You just got to get on the field. You just got to get on the field. You don't have to see them. If they do, it's just got to get on. Just got to see it on them. You just got to see them on the field. So nothing too big, nothing too usual. If they find a way to even get Debo Samuel, you ain't gonna hear the Cowboys fans shut up and for one bit when they feel like when they get Debo Samuel. But like I said, I don't see it happen though. So I don't really see it happen at all. I don't see them mortgaging their future to give up to get a Debo Samuel. But we'll see what's gonna happen if they end up.
Delusional Cowboys fans. What can you say, bro?
Hey, he's your age. Hey, calm down.
Hey, I'm sorry.
He's older than you. I think he was born 92, right? Hey, you was born what, 2011?
No, hell nah. Hell nah. I was born in the 2000s, not the 2011s. Yeah.
I mean, that is 2000. I mean, 2011.
2011 is a 2010s. 2000s is much different. I was born in the 2000s.
All
Middle of
right,
the
so,
2000s.
all right. So now, hey, look, hey, we talk about all the little positions. Really, well, the offensive line. Hey, matter of fact, the biggest competition on the offensive line is right guard. Who do y'all see, winning that battle? Is it Driscoll or is it Samalu?
Driscoll.
What?
And that might be because I'm an Auburn fan. I'm gonna be a little biased towards my guy, but from what I've seen from Driscoll, I think he has I wouldn't even say star potential. He has the makings to be the right guard of the future for the Eagles. And the charisma is there. He's not a guy that's gonna come in and be diva type. He's just a guy that comes in there, works every single day. And I think this is the year that he finally gets the respect that he deserves and he gets a right guard position. And he's worked his entire life to get a job on any roster. So let's see what happens, bro.
I'm going with Sam. I'm going with Sam Malu up on this one. Now I see why Slade give goddamn Auburn a pass every goddamn time. I see that damn bias. I'm going with Sam Malu. I see why you give him a pass all the damn time.
Yo, that's my boy, bro. I love Goddard. I mean, Driscoll. That's my guy.
All right. Yeah, I'm going with Sam, man. I mean, I have to go with Sam, man. I mean, Driscoll is right there. Look, it's a good problem to have because, like, on the whole offensive line, that is the only spot where we could say battle, fight it out. The best man wins, because on the left, left tackle, you got Mariota, a left guard, you have Dickerson, and then Kelsey backing up by Cam Jurgens. And matter of fact, I'm surprised that y'all did not even mention Cam Jurgens possibly making an appearance at right guard. He is versatile. I mean, he
opportunity.
A lot of different positions. I mean, I'm surprised that would he? I mean, do y'all think that he could be better than Sam and Driscoll?
I think
that right guard position.
I think it's potential that he could be. I really think it's potential that he could be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with Dante. I think he has potential to be, and he's shown and proved that he could be positional unpositional because he played center and right guard. So we'll see what happens. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he beat both guys at the position.
Yep.
But we'll see.
I mean, then you got I think which one of those guys that campaigning for him that watched him, Lane Johnson or
Jason Kelsey.
Yeah, he campaigned for him and he did scout him himself.
Yep, he actually watched a lot of film on him.
He actually watched a lot of film on him, and that tells you he had a lot of say so on that draft pick as well. So if he asked, and the team went by him and said, this guy is I want this guy on this team and I want this guy as my counterpart. That says a lot about that you can play this game, and you deserve the right to be on that offensive line, and you have an opportunity to probably start on the team right after Kels. So that's good work by Kels right there, vouching for him and him being able to pick his guy to be his successor and his counterpart. That's a very good job by Kels.
Yeah. All right. So who is the biggest? All right. First of all, do y'all have the Philadelphia Eagles winning the division? And if y'all do, how does the order go? And who's the biggest threat for the Philadelphia Eagles, or the Philadelphia Eagles have to look out for?
I'm going to start it off on this one. I think the Eagles win the division, but like it's been the last couple.
You think the Eagles? You Giants fan think the Eagles will win? I mean, because if you think that, oh my God, I have to go the opposite way because Big Play Slade.
Last year they killed me on that, bro. I said the Eagles are gonna be last, and now I got the verse. Oh my God,
go ahead.
Seriously though, I got the Eagles winning the division. And like it's been the last forever, like it's been forever, Dallas is gonna always be the biggest threat. Because they're the most, I would say, proven team in the division right now, out of us and Dallas and the rest of the teams, Washington and the Giants. It's us two right now. It's gonna always stick that way. Maybe it'll change, but I just personally feel like it's gonna be the Eagles and Dallas.
The disrespect, coach.
All right, so I got the Eagles winning the division at 11-6. I really don't think it's gonna be easy. How every fan make it seem like it's gonna be a cakewalk. You're looking at the Lions, you're looking at the Texans, you're looking at all of those, the Jaguars, all of those teams on the schedule and saying that's a win, that's a win, that's a win. But we haven't seen them go out there and play a lick of football yet with this roster. They're going to struggle early on during the season, but I got a feeling it later during the season, the middle part, they're going to start catching on, getting some chemistry with each other, getting some, getting a little bit of a confidence booster from each other. But I think 11-6, I think they're going to win the game, win the division by 1 against the Cowboys, because I got the Cowboys going 10-7, because I don't think their schedule is that tough. I don't think the Cowboys is really that tough at all. Even though I don't like the Cowboys, even though I don't like them and I hate them and I want them to lose every goddamn game, but I'm a sports fan overall, so I gotta give credit where credit due. I think they're gonna be good. I think the Cowboys are not gonna be slept on. I don't think they're no joke. How everybody say they haven't got better during the off season. They probably haven't got too much better, but I still think they're gonna be really, really good.
Everyone is disrespecting Tyler Smith, bro. I have to put that out there.
And
everyone is disrespecting
Sam Williams. I think him being able to sack the quarterback 12.5 times. I think that's going to be solid for them.
He's explosive.
Again, I'm not overlooking the Cowboys one bit, but I'm not looking nobody overlooking. I think the Washington football team, if Carson Wentz can come out and not make those mental errors or mental mistakes, I think they can be pretty solid. I think they can be competitive. I think they can be competitive as well. That roster does not really look bad. And I think they're going to re-sign Terry McLaurin throughout the season. I think they definitely going to pay him. They cannot let him walk out the door. So then the New York Giants, that's my last place team right there. Like I say, the only quarterback that is really secured in the NFC East, if he stinks a bit or play average, I believe is Dak, because of the contract. He's the only one safe. Every quarterback got pressure on them in the NFC East. If they don't perform, they're going to be out. That is the only quarterback in the NFC East that don't got that pressure on them, that don't have the pressure because of his contract. But everybody else, they know they got to perform. Carson Wentz is even on a 1-year deal, so he has to perform. Jalen Hurts has to perform. Daniel Jones, they already picked up his damn option. So if he doesn't perform or even get benched, he's going to be gone. So again, it's a lot of pressure on these quarterbacks. But I got the Eagles winning the division at 11-6.
Oh man, yo, look, hey, if y'all know me by now, I mean, I'm never really too high and never really too low. I mean, I try to be objective. In order to be the champ, you have to beat the champ.
Yep.
So I have the Philadelphia Eagles, man, and y'all may not like this. Fighting for first place against the Dallas Cowboys.
Yep.
I really feel like Dallas is bringing basically the same team back. Yes, Cooper is gone. Wilson is gone, but they are still going to get Gallup back. They still got Lamb and Powell. They still got their offensive line. Yes, they drafted Tyler Smith. I get it. But the continuity, man, you can't dismiss being on the same page, regardless, especially when all your core pieces is still there. The Philadelphia Eagles, to me, all right. Well, let me take this down real quick.
Yo, look at what Cole Cowboys said in the chat. That's a damn Cowboys fan saying that. What?
Come on. Yeah, he's a troll. He's a troll. All right. Yeah, he's trying to jinx us. All right. You know what I mean? Hey, ignore Colt Cowboys because he's a troll. I mean, he's a Cowboy content creator. Yes, I support him. Yes, he's one of my, frenemies. But at the same time, I know when he's trolling, and he is trolling right now. So do not pay attention to him. But like I was saying, right, the Philadelphia Eagles, to me, are starting from scratch. Like, we do not know what Nick Sirianni play calling is. What is his playbook? We don't know. Do we actually could say he's a run heavy, he's a pass heavy, he's this and that? We don't know. That's number one. Number two, we have a lot of moving pieces, brand new pieces on the defensive side that we don't know could fit the Philadelphia Eagles. The name sounds good, the tapes look right, but we don't know if Jonathan Gannon could use them right. So that's my second thing. Number three, Jalen Hurts. We saw what he's capable of last year. We're hoping, that he's different this year. We're hoping that he takes, the next step going into his second full season, second, a full time under the same system since high school. We get it. So there's a lot of hope and wishes and blown candles, right? But there's no guarantee. You know what I mean? There's nothing guaranteed on the Philadelphia Eagles. I get it. We had a great offseason, a great draft, but I'm a realistic type of guy.
Yep.
I've been an Eagles fan for so long that I hate when people say, hey, you're not a real Eagles fan because you're not, 17-0. I will never be 17-0. You know how hard it is to go undefeated? The Patriots were 18-0 and lost, like 18-1, I believe. So it's hard, but you have to be realistic, especially when you have a platform that you come out, and some people would take your word for face value. You know what I mean? So, like, you never know.
Yep.
In order to be the champ, you have to beat the champ. And last time we faced the champ, we got our back blown out both times. Yes, the second time was our practice squad. I get it, but still, we lost. So 12-5, 11-6. Look, it's gonna come down to the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm not going 12-5 or 13-4. I'm not going that high. I'm 11-6. 11-6. I think it's reasonable because, like I said, I don't think anything is gonna be easy. Anything is not gonna be easy. And people, I'll say again, people overlooking Dallas roster and thinking it's really, really bad, thinking the receiving core really, really bad. If James Washington had a lot of opportunities in Pittsburgh, and a lot of opportunities, he would have been fine. The problem is that's the reason why he wanted out of Pittsburgh anyway, because the opportunities that he wasn't getting. And Keontae Johnson emerged and pretty much became a pretty good go-to guy for the Steelers. And Jalen Tolbert, who was the WAC conference, people are sleeping on him a lot. He can make a big part of the offense.
Me, Tolbert is a good yards after the catch guy. I like him a lot.
And people are sleeping on him because he's only went to a small school. I mean, Randy Moss went to Marshall. He's a small school guy. He's one of the greatest receivers of all time. Jerry Rice, a small school guy. He went to a small school. He's the best, greatest to me, the greatest receiver of all time, in my opinion. So again, we have a lot of guys. Randy Moss, yeah, he's the greatest receiver. Jerry Moss. I mean, not Randy Moss, but Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice is the greatest receiver of all time. I think Randy Moss is one of the greatest receivers of all time. I think Randy Moss. Not how Jerry Rice is.
What's good?
So we can't sleep on guys like that, man.
Wait, coach. Wait. My ears was ringing a little bit. You said Randy Moss, the greatest wide receiver.
I said one of the greatest. I said Jerry Rice is the greatest receiver of all time.
Okay.
Jerry Rice is the greatest receiver.
I think
Randy Moss is one of the greatest receivers of all time. One of the greatest.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah.
But Jerry Rice is the greatest receiver of all time. Like I said, I mean, I think Jalen Tolbert is going to help that team out a lot, and I don't think the Cowboys are really, really bad. So I got them in a mix of a wild card scenario. I think the Cowboys are going to go 10-7 again, and I think the Eagles will win the division at 11-6. But it's not going to be easy by any means necessary. You can look at the teams like my Houston Texans. You can look at those guys and say, "Oh, we can beat these guys. These guys don't have a quarterback." You can look at the Detroit Lions and thinking it's going to be easy. They gotten better in the draft and in the offseason. You can look at the Jaguars who went out there and did some things. You can look at those teams and think it's going to be a walkthrough. Especially you struggle with the teams in the division as well. That knows you even more. So again, those are the hardest games that's going to be played as well. You got the Arizona Cardinals, The Saints can be dangerous when they are healthy. If Jameis Winston playing at a high level like he did, and they got an elite,
I wouldn't even sleep on the Falcons, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't sleep on no team on the schedule. So I mean, again, we know everybody. I'm hearing confidence. You got to have confidence in this roster, but you haven't had played on a field yet to have even the confidence in this roster. The coaching staff, you don't even got confidence in the coaching staff. So I mean, again, we got to calm down. We got to really calm down on this scenario and say, hey, let's have confidence. But again, you know what, the Eagles struggled a lot last year against very good quarterbacks. We got to really calm down and not overlook the schedule and thinking it's going to be really easy. We got to calm down on that.
Tell that to Eagles fan, please. Please tell that to them.
All right, so look. Hey, before I let Mitch go, man, look, I really feel like the Cowboys, to me, because they are set at the most important position, quarterback.
That's the quarterback. Yep.
Like that's at the Philadelphia Eagles right now, put Brett Favre or Aaron Rodgers, freaking Dante Culpepper, Donovan McNabb, like Michael Vick, like freaking. Even Justin Herbert, or
we will be a Super Bowl team,
or put Dak Prescott on the Eagles. How more confident will we feel that this team could really be dangerous with all the weapons? Just one quarterback that we have seen could throw that can make these throws. How more confident will we be? That's our only issue. But they are set at the most important position, which is quarterback, and we know what they're capable of. So I don't. It irks me a little bit, but hey, I love my Eagle fans. Be excited, as always. I'm excited with y'all. You know what I mean? But hey, when y'all crying, look, just come lean on my shoulder. I got y'all, because guess what?
I started that trend. I want to hear.
Okay, we will still be fine. It's just your 15-2 or your 17-0 record prediction may not be right, but we will still make the playoffs.
We're going to be talking about that tonight, aren't we?
Talk to me, Money Mint. Talk to me. What's up, man?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. Got my own live at 4 o'clock. Just like a chill hangout thing. And then we got Birds Broad Street tonight, man.
Yeah, we do. Me, you, Coach.
Yeah. Eagles Real Talk, Be Gifted, and the regular crew, yeah. What is up, Cowboys fan? What is up?
Talk to me, Mitch. How do you see this division shaping up? Hey, what is your prediction? Are you the 17-0 guy?
No, hell no.
Talk to me.
Trey knows I'm like one of the most realistic guys out there. He knows. Dante knows. I'm leaning towards 10 wins at least, 10 to 12. And we'll be fighting for the NFC East with the Cowboys. I'm saying that right there because of what Dante just said. We struggled last year against good quarterbacks. I mean, Jonathan Gannon was still sucking. We need him to do all that he can because he's under the most pressure, in my opinion. And Jalen Hurts, he's doing the work, but let's see it on the field.
Let's see it on the field for Jeff Gladney. RP Jeff Gladney. I had to point that out. Go ahead, though, Mitch.
Wait. No, you're good. Cole, this is the first time I've ever hearing you say this.
No. See, Richie just said it right. Reverse psychology. Trust me. Old Cowboys is a troll. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, I know.
I'm telling you right now because every time somebody on Twitter, Cowboy fan talk or J Tuck talk about the Eagles, he is agreeing. He is jumping on that train. But then when, it's something that Eagles are the team to beat, he is jumping on that train too. Like, yes, they are the team to beat. Look, I've never heard my whole life of being a fan that Dallas Cowboy fans are complaining and wanting so much about being underdogs. Y'all not underdogs. The Dallas Cowboys are not underdogs. You cannot be underdogs when you had the best quarterback in the damn division. How could you be a underdog when you have either the best wide receiver or the second best wide receiver in the division? How could you be underdog when you have the number 1 DB or the number 2 DB in the division?
These
How
two.
could you be underdog when you had the best linebacker in the division? You're not underdogs, Cowboys. Stop it. The pressure is on the Dallas Cowboys. Once again, y'all are America's team to go to the at least past the first round and make it to the NFC Championship round. Y'all not underdogs. I'm sorry. Ain't nobody buying that. So as much as y'all Cowboy fan talk and Nick is trying to say that the Cowboys are underdogs, y'all not. We know better. I know better that y'all not underdogs. Are the Cowboys underdogs? Like, are the Philadelphia Eagles the favorites to win the division?
I mean, like I say, the way the roster is shaped, and the way the Eagle fans, got it put it together. The Eagles are, roster wise, are the best team in the division. But like I say, on the field wise, we got to see it, man. We don't know on the field wise.
The Cowboys have our number. The Cowboys have our number.
Yo, Cowboys.
Now,
Cowboys
have the whole NFC East number right now.
Yep. Yeah. Cowboys on the field wise, it's been proven they have the NFC East number. So again, until we figure out a way to beat them, until everybody else figure out a way to beat them, I mean, they're not underdogs. They're still going to be that team to beat. But still, like I say again, we need to stop the conversation of hyping up Jalen Hurts too much. Sometimes we hype him up. We hype him up a really lot, and then when it comes down to it, I know he made the playoffs. Dak also made the playoffs. We know Dak struggles against big marketing, against big teams. He struggles in big games. But come on, if you look at his numbers statistically, he's a top 10 quarterback. I mean, 37 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, a quarterback rating of 108. Let's stop acting like Jalen Hurts is better than Dak. Come on now. Let's stop. Let's not do that. Let's not go blasphemous, because that is not true. He's nowhere near better than Dak. He's nowhere near better than Lamar Jackson. He's nowhere near better than Deshaun Watson. Let's stop hyping him.
I knew you were going to say that.
Hope he's gonna. I have to get it out because again, we talking football. We're not just talking Eagle bias. We're talking football as a fan. We're just talking football in general.
I agree with you. Yeah,
Eagle bias, and every quarterback is gonna struggle. Brady throw for 5,000 goddamn yards last year. I know that's hard, but he throw for 5,000. But we need to stop acting like we need to stop. We need to just let Jalen Hurts improve and just see the play on the field. That's all, man. I believe Jalen Hurts should be better than all of them now. I just
really don't care about the
He should be over all of them. That's no question. He should be over all of them. I'm not going to disrespect him.
Lawrence is massively overrated.
Thank you, Slay. I'm just saying, I know how long.
I'll be right back. Go ahead.
Except for Jalen Hurts. Davis Mills should be over all of them, but except for Jalen Hurts.
Honestly, I wouldn't even be mad at you saying Davis Mills is better than Hurts. Like I would. That's an argument.
No. But I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far though. Davis Mills played one good. But you take away the rushing touchdowns. He
has to do another year. I get what you're saying. He has to have another year.
I'm not gonna go that far and say Davis Mills is gonna be better than Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts definitely got the higher ceiling. Depends on But Davis Mills and Jalen Hurts' stats was throwing stats. They were the same, but except for the 10 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. But Davis Mills had a way better quarterback rating, a way better QBR rating than he did in 11. He only played 11 games. The only thing that set it off is Jalen Hurts rushing touchdowns. Was the rushing touchdown? Yeah. That was it. But like I said, I think Jalen Hurts is better than all those guys.
To me, Hurts is like 19 or 20 in terms of
not like 20. I'll put him like at 20.
Probably like
who's ranked 20.
I can't wait to see that list, that new list that's coming out. I don't think it's
can
out
we
yet,
see like a full list and we could put some Hurts somewhere?
Well, not yet. I mean,
it didn't come out yet.
Time, he's doing 5 at a time. We'll see what happens. But I definitely agree. I mean, I think that the Philadelphia Eagle fans wasn't really hating. Like they didn't really, care if Hurts was 21 or 22, but it's the people that you had above him. To me, that's what triggered everybody. It was like, oh, hell no. How's Daniel Jones going into his 4th year? Never brought the Giants to the playoffs. I understand it's a team effort, right? But the Giants had a better wide receiver core than the Philadelphia Eagles the past few years. The Philadelphia Eagles had one of the worst wide receiver core since we won the Super Bowl. You know, am I right or wrong?
You're
Like
right.
we were one of
You're
the worst. So you can't tell me that that Daniel Jones did not have nobody to throw to. He had one of the best running backs in the division, and Barkley. Am I right or wrong?
You're
So
right. Hold up. I got a question. Who do you guys think is the best wide receiver in the NFC East?
Oh, we talking about this again.
I'm not even gonna say it's AJ Brown. I think it's McLaurin. I truly believe
You and East Coast are on something, bro. You and East Coast are on
I think
something.
McLaurin is the best receiver in the East.
Hey, but I'm not mad at that though.
I'm not mad, but you and him are on something.
Go ahead, Big Play Slate. Why do you think that Scary Terry is the best? Why?
Because he's been in one of the worst markets and he's put up consistent stats like since he's gotten into the league. The thing with AJ Brown, as much as I love him, and of course he's on our team now, is like he was with the Titans and he had his moments where he got injured. He'll come back and put up good stats, right? But the thing with him is McLaurin, I don't even think he's missed one game yet with Washington. AJ Brown has missed a couple games, and McLaurin is out here putting up numbers every single season, consistent numbers, putting up solid receptions with no quarterback. You can tell that guy is a good receiver. He don't even need a good quarterback. He just has a solid quarterback, and you could tell that guy's gonna feast. He's gonna eat. He's gonna get his stats up. And I just personally feel like the value that he's at, the market, he doesn't get any respect because he's in Washington. Like who cares to watch a Washington game? Like, come on.
Commander fans?
Yeah.
I mean, I can
like
name
I
a
say,
couple.
like I said AJ Brown, but I'm gonna switch my pick. I'm gonna go with a draw.
Drop it to you.
Draw?
No, you can't do that. No.
I'm trying to answer, Coach.
Wait, I'm gonna read you this. Hold on. Play is right, and ECG is right. Terry McLaurin has been consistent with bad quarterback play. He has been consistent. He has 1,000 yards each and every year. His rookie year, almost 1,000 yards. Almost 1,000 yards with 919 and 7 touchdowns. Now, the other couple of years been over 1,100 yards the second year, 1,100 yards with a bad quarterback in last year with an inconsistency of Taylor Heineke still got over 1,000 yards last year, and AJ Brown is a 1,000-yard receiver, but he played hurt last year a lot. So again, I can see what they're talking about. I can definitely see what they're talking about as well. AJ Brown and Terry McLaurin. Like I say, you can't go wrong with either one, but Terry McLaurin has been consistent with really bad quarterback play. He has been a consistent player.
My guy had Garrett Gilbert last year. He's still good.
Yeah, he had Garrett Gilbert.
Yeah.
Down game for him.
Can we all agree that the Giants wide receivers are on last?
100%.
Yeah, can we all agree on that?
Kenny Galladay stayed hurt too much, but when he was in, he wasn't really that good anyway. When he was playing football for him,
0
anyway.
touchdowns, by the
He was
way.
That tells you Matthew Stafford made him look good, and he's just really not that good.
Oh yeah.
That
He said Matthew Stafford made him look good. Yo.
He made him look good, yo. He's not that good.
So,
Can you imagine if Megatron was still in the league?
I said
Can
what?
you imagine if Megatron was still in the league? God dang.
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, but look,
If he
hey,
was
I'm
still in the
shocked
league,
that
wow.
y'all don't have CD Lamb in the beginning.
Lamb is 3. Lamb
is 3. He's 3. He's number 3. CD Lamb is number 3. But like
Devontae's 4, right? Devontae's 4.
I think CD Lamb is going to draw a lot of double teams, not because he's going to be the number 1 receiver, but when you draw a lot of double teams, people are going to take into consideration, or he not doing anything, he not doing that shit because he's getting double teamed. That because the team got respect for you a lot, and they're not going to let you hurt him. So again, he's going to have to take on that number 1 receiver role this year. So it's going to be a lot tougher for him, but I still think he's going to really have a really, really good year. Once, if Jalen Tolbert can break out, and don't forget, he do got Dalton Schultz, who had a very good season last year, who was very underrated as a tight end last year. So that's another weapon, that Prescott.
Hey, they drafted Ferguson too.
They drafted Jake Ferguson. They got Jalen Tolbert. Again, who was a whack receiver last year, but again, I'm not overlooking him because he's a small school, man. Some of these guys that come into the NFL, they have their most successful career because they went to a small school. They most of them is small school guys. most of them is small school guys. Most of them. So again, you know, Josh Allen, Wyoming, they're a small school as well. They're a small school as well. So you know, like Slay time out, Trey Lance, if he succeed, guess what? Small school, North Dakota State. So you know, I can't overlook guys that played in small schools.
Wow. Okay. So, Mitch, what's your order? I heard Slay. Oh, Scary Terry. His Coach Dante took the easy way out, but he
He
tied
does
it
that every time.
I'll plead the fifth. Hey, I gotta give both.
He
both
does that every
I gotta give both
time.
players their respect.
He
No,
goes, NA. NA. It's
They
a
both
draw.
has been good. They both has been really, really good. But like I say again, I don't want to get into a position where if I was one to pick either one, I would pick probably Terry McLaurin because of his first year as a rookie.
I figured that.
Very good.
I agree with you on
Very,
that.
very good. He's been the most consistent, but AJ Brown is a fucking good wide receiver, and I'm glad he's out of the AFC South. So thank you guys for taking him out of the AFC South.
Mitch.
Oh man. All right. I got AJ Brown 1. I got CeeDee Lamb 2. McLaurin 3. 4. Anyone on the Giants. Anyone on the Giants.
Giants and not the
You got
Devontae
CeeDee.
Smith. That's what we're just talking about one.
Hey,
No.
Get
let
off with
Mitch
Smith there. If we're
explain
talking
his,
about
you
one,
know-
if we're not talking about ones,
Hey, you go
Go
ahead.
ahead, Mitch. Hey, explain yourself. You know, how and why do you have your ranking that way? Go ahead.
well, Devontae, hold on. Are we just talking about ones or
No, no,
wide
no.
receivers as a whole?
talking about
Because if we
receiver
are,
period.
then we put
We're talking about
Devontae Smith in
receiver
there.
period.
Wide receiver, period. You know what I mean? Hey, your
Oh,
best. You
see, I
know,
was just going by ones.
what do you mean?
I was just, AJ Brown, CeeDee Lamb, McLaughlin. They were all wide receiver ones, right?
CeeDee Lamb is just a number one receiver this
Yo,
year.
Yeah.
McLaurin
Yeah, I
is
know. He's
way
the number one this year. I'm talking about that.
The best wide receiver in the NFC East. The best. I mean, hey, you could put 1, 2. I don't give a crap. Whatever
Alright,
it is.
fine. Okay, Devontae Smith 4 then. Give me that.
I mean, he's a very
AJ
good
Brown,
wide
you've seen
receiver,
what he can do. His catch radius, his speed, and just like everything. McLaurin, Brown, or Gallup. I mean,
As
you can-
one? As one?
who,
Wait,
me?
hold on. Wait, is he like or? Because
I'm so confused what he means.
All right,
I mean,
so-
if you're saying when fully healthy, I think it's right now it's got to be McLaurin 1, Brown 2, and then if it's fully healthy, Gallup is a slight bit better than Lamb.
Yeah, if you're talking about healthy,
Fully
I can agree with them on that. If you're talking about
Hey,
complete healthy, but if we're
Gallup's
talking about
very
right now,
consistent too, bro.
I'm not having Gallup there.
Yo, Gallup's a situational guy, bro. That man got hands for days. Yo.
situational guy, not every down guy. That's a difference.
Hey,
No, hey, we need a third down pickup. Go to Gallup. That's not a consistent number
he
one.
was
type of
that
guy.
third down guy though.
Huh?
He was that third down guy though, because last year
Okay,
you
third down. There's 4 downs in a game. So every third down, hey, let me throw it to one guy, and then the other 3 downs, hey, let me go to my other guy. So how's that number one? But all right, so before I answer that question, right, my own question, where is Kirk Cousins ranked? That ranking had not come up yet, Richie. Where's Wentz ranked? I think. Wait, is ranked
It's like bottom. Yeah,
like I think he's like 28 or something like that. But hey,
I didn't even see that. I didn't even see those rankings at all.
Yeah. All right, so my receiver goes off the eye test, right? I love the eye test. I mean, I've heard a lot of numbers out there. I love the eye test. I believe the best wide receiver in the NFC East right now, based on the eye test and proven, is AJ Brown.
Thank you.
He's proven to be the only target on the team. There's nobody else besides him. There's no number 2. There's no tight end. He's that dude. You have to stop him, and he's still getting his numbers. He's still getting his 1,000 yards. So you can't stop him. On a run-heavy offense, he's still getting his numbers. So, and plus, he is a big body wide receiver that could go through the middle. Goes through the middle, get them hits, make acrobatic catches out the yin-yang, like the back, the side. It doesn't matter. You throw it up to him, he will go up and get the ball. To me, on my eye test, and I had him every year on my fantasy, and he always come up for me. So that's how I know for a fact that he's my guy. Number 2, I have to go with Scary Terry. I can't go with CD because he had multiple guys around him that were proven, and he was never that number one. He played a slot. He was never that number one type of dude. But this year, we're about to find out. But Scary Terry, he was that number one at the Washington. What's their name again? I don't know. It might change by the time the stream is over. But he was that guy. He was their number one guy. You had to stop him, and they still couldn't stop him. CeeDee Lamb is number 3 to me, but this year he might bump up to number 2 or number 1, depending on what he do. With Cooper being gone, Gallup hurt, Wilson is out. He's that dude right now. He has to be that guy. Yes, he gained 10 pounds. He grew an inch. Okay, he's getting ready for battle, basically. All right. He done armor up. He done armored up with some pounds and inches, and he's ready to try to prove that he's that number one guy. But we will see. But we had not seen him. Yes, he have gotten 1,000 yards, but he also had one of the top scoring offense that's always behind against good teams and always blowing bad teams out. So you don't know, could he really be that number one? And number 4 is Devontae Smith. Nobody on the Giants is better than Devontae Smith.
Yep. Sorry. Right about
that. Galloway, whatever his name is, you making $18+ million a year and you score 0 touchdowns. You couldn't get a bubble screen for 1 touchdown. This ain't no Miles Sanders, a type of situation where you.
I was just about to say that.
And you change packages. You that bona fide number 1 wide receiver. You are on the field. No touchdowns. I can't give him that.
Did he get injured though?
Galladay got injured, but when he was playing, he wasn't effective at all.
I know he wasn't effective. I'm just asking if he got injured.
Judge views him so wrong, though. I'm not gonna lie. Judge views him so bad, but that still don't prove the fact that he can't show. Like, if you have a bad quarterback and you have bad quarterback play, you have to show and prove that you're the best receiver and one of the best players on that team, and show that you're that good because you got paid all that money, and he didn't show that last year.
Yeah, so look, that's my rankings 1, 2, 3, 4. The Eagles, at least the Eagles are in a great place. Have 2 out of top 4 wide receivers in the NFC East. The Philadelphia Eagles are in a great situation. Now, let's go to the running back situation. Rank your running back within the NFC.
Oh my God!
Go ahead,
AK to go first. I think AK's here, right?
Yo, AK, what's going on, AK?
Yo, what's good, brother? How you doing, man?
I was like, wait, I saw AK.
Guys.
I'm enjoying this Memorial Day, celebration live stream, talking about our Philadelphia Eagles, man. How are you?
Can't complain, man. Kids out swimming, having fun, so just enjoying the beautiful 91-degree weather.
Yes, sir. Hey, before you go into your running backs, hey, tell me your wide receiver order, your top 4 wide receivers in the NFC East, and then go into your top 4 running backs in order.
Wide receivers, that's a good one. Well, you got Galladay for the Giants. He's probably 4th because, like you guys are saying, he did not score a single touchdown last year. Granted, huh? No, I said he's number 4.
Okay.
He's the bottom, I said.
All right. This is going to be interesting.
JC's like, where is he going with this?
Wait, you want the top number 1? We're doing top number 1.
That's exactly what I thought, and then they were coming in.
Best wide receiver, regardless of his number 1 or whatever, best wide receiver in the NFC East in order.
You just want a solo? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm going from 4 to 1.
Okay. All right.
And it should be one person for each team.
Thank you.
It don't have to be one person.
No, who's just
but
the
go
best
ahead.
overall?
The best overall wide receivers in the NFC East. The best overall wide receiver. It doesn't have to be 1 per team. It could be 3 on a team.
Well, you're talking. Okay, I see what you mean. You're talking like team altogether.
Yes.
Okay. Giants are 4. I will give. This one's tough. McLaren makes this tough, dude. I'm not gonna lie. You know, he really does.
He's my one, bro.
Huh?
He's my one in the NFC East for wide receivers.
And well, he should be, man. He's just had a really crappy career with quarterbacks so far. That's not on him. I will give. I got to go Washington 3, Dallas 2, and us 1. You know, I really. I'm not gonna disrespect.
Man. I need names, brother. Hey, I'm sorry. I need names. Who are these?
I need names.
Yo, I need names. Put some names on them.
What are you talking about?
Like,
We all know who they are. Why do we need to
don't.
name them?
I don't know. I don't.
You don't know what? Who the receivers
I
are?
don't know who's. Okay, all right. So I think that you're getting confused, right?
No. You're telling me you don't know who the wide receivers
No.
are for all these teams?
Wait. I'm not okay. So I think because it doesn't have to be the best per team. It could be. I have AJ Brown, Devontae Smith in my top 4 overall, the best wide receivers in the NFC East. I think that you're still going through the best per team.
No, I thought we were rating just by team what they have. If we're rating, okay, well, dude, you can take that many ways, though. You understand that? That question is it really is.
This whole thing's confusing.
Yeah, no. I gotta say, man. All right, fine. Number 1 is AJ Brown. Number 2 is Devontae Smith. Number 3 is McLaren, and number 4 is.
Oh my god!
Slay, come back, Slay. Where you going?
Come on, Slay. Come on.
Nah, bro.
At least he didn't say Daniel Jones is better than Jalen Hurts.
I'm not going to go against my own team, man. I'll be biased in this situation. And I honestly believe Smith will be better than McLaren all together. Eventually, I really, truly believe that. And if we're talking about potential and moving forward, yeah, I believe Smith will be better than McLaren. So, yeah, I put him over him. And then number 4, oh, my God. Yeah, it would probably have to be Gallup, man.
This man says Zeke 1.
All right, so look, so we did have to bring
What's up, Cole?
Cole's Cowboy
what up?
in the house, a Cowboy fan. So why not, and continue this clown show right here? Let's go.
This is
Let's
ridiculous.
go. Hey, so now we got Cole's Cowboy in the house. So rank your wide receivers in the division from 1 through 4. It doesn't have to be, 1 per team. It could be 4 on 1 team as long as they're better than the rest. I don't care. Name your wide receivers, the best wide receivers in the division, 4 of them.
All right, number 1, I'll give y'all AJ Brown because I like.
Hey,
Tell out the boys for life. I've been trying to convince him that.
You know what I'm saying? That he a good receiver, so I'm not gonna downgrade him just because he went to y'all. Second, I'm gonna give it to him.
Hey, real quick though, what made AJ Brown better than CeeDee Lamb? Because that's the the competition right now with a lot of fans is like CeeDee or AJ. Like, what in your opinion, like your eye test tells you that AJ Brown is better than CeeDee Lamb, and it's probably not by much either. But what makes you say that?
Right now, he has the experience of being a number 1 receiver in the league. CeeDee Lamb hasn't experienced that yet.
Yeah,
like he used to be in a wide receiver 1, so I can't really put CeeDee above AJ right now. But as far as like what I'm saying, that I put CeeDee Lamb behind AJ. And what's the deal with y'all putting Gallup above CeeDee Lamb?
I didn't say that.
Oh, I said when fully healthy.
No, that's not me, man. I actually meant to say CD, not Gallup.
I think when fully healthy, Gallup's a little bit better. That's just me.
I like Gallup. Gallup,
No, Gallup's nasty, man.
he's a sideline assassin. He's like that deep threat that you need when nobody expecting. But as far as every down, we seen him try to do it by himself. He tried to do that in the Raiders game, and he didn't get his flow until like the second half of that game.
But could you count that as just being a lack of experience, though?
That could be, but I wouldn't give him that throne to be above Lamb, because we can put Lamb anywhere on the field. We really haven't put Gallup. We always had Gallup on the outside. The third one I'll do, Terry McLaurin, he a beast, man. Like, I hate that we have to disrespect him so much, only because he was a horrible team. But he been playing with some crappy quarterbacks, and he's been making the best of it. So,
So the same question with Terry. So why wouldn't you put him above CD since he has the experience of being a number one and still getting his numbers?
Because still he ain't did more. He hasn't done more. We'll see. This is his opportunity for him to do it. He got a quarterback now.
Nah, I don't know.
But look at Coach Dante right now.
Hey, Slay, you got up and walked away, and I had McLaren at third. Come on.
I'm about to walk
Hey,
away.
go ahead, Coach. Hey, I want to hear.
I walked away when he said Daniel Jones is better than Jalen Hurts. Just saying.
I mean,
It's
so
already bad that I got to
his
put an
first
eagle
year,
in front of my wide
his
receiver.
first year, Terry McLaurin with a crappy quarterback and Dwayne Haskins, RIP. The man doesn't deserve to lose his life like that, but even though he wasn't really good on the field.
Yeah.
He had 919 yards. Second year, with the same bad quarterback play, over 1,100 yards. His very second year in the league. And last year, with an inconsistent Taylor Heineke, you had a Gary Gilbert who just came off the goddamn street. He had over 1,000 yards. And, like I say, I don't understand why people ignore that conversation right there. And CD Lamb is getting flustered into a number one wide receiver. Is not used to even playing number one wide receiver. I know CD Lamb is going to be good. He's going to be a great receiver. I hate when people disrespect the talent like that. And like I say, he's gonna have a great year this year coming up. Even though he's gonna see a lot of double teams, but Terry McLaurin's getting totally disrespected.
Well, I put a lot on CD because he has dealt with like 3 backup quarterbacks and still had productive yards. This is his rookie season. I mean,
I see what you said. I see what you said on that.
That's one thing I can say. Like, he still produced with a Garrett Gilbert, with a Ben DiNucci. You know what I'm saying? With
Cooper Rush. I think y'all had Cooper Rush.
Yeah, they had Cooper Rush start for a game last year in Minnesota.
I'm talking about even on CD Lamb's rookie season when down, he still produced. He almost had 1,000 yards. He was a little shy, like probably it was like 900 something, but I mean he still produced with those third string quarterbacks.
Yo, but let's be truly honest, though, man. Like, you got to look at Washington a little bit here, because if Wentz cannot succeed with what he has at wide receiver, I mean, he has McLaren, he has Amani Brown from last year, he's in his second year, and now you have Dotson this year. Bro, if you cannot succeed with those 3 wide receivers, start a hunting channel. That's all I can say. Like, he's got talent around him, man. Amani Brown, he was taken in the 3rd round last year, but the kid can still play football. He was really good
now, right?
Huh?
They got Dobson now too, right?
And they got Dotson, and Dotson ain't someone you can just sweat off. Like he's very talented. So
he was one of the most slept on, I would say, receivers that came out of the draft, because he never got any respect, and I felt like he was better than some of those top receivers, to be honest.
Oh, bro, he did wonders for us at Penn State.
Yeah.
Wonders. I'm not gonna lie.
He's got some of the best body control in the league, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And he just got into the league too.
And that's why I say, Washington could shock us all, man.
They could be sneaky. They could be. But the only reason I say they're not going to, though, is because who's under center?
Yeah. I mean, Wentz, he can Wentz it. He might Wentz it in week 10. You know what I'm saying? So
Did you guys see Gate City's thing with that one quarterback coach he had on a couple weeks back, where he said Wentz has Andrew Luck syndrome? Where it wasn't the fact about loving football, it was more about the fact of they were really good at it, so they played it because they knew it would take them somewhere. But in all reality, they just wanted to live on a ranch out in Montana with their family and just be away from people. That's what Luck's dream was. Well, they kind of put Wentz in that same scenario. He's got Andrew Luck syndrome. He don't want to play football. He's only playing football because he's good at it. And that's even questionable.
Yeah. I feel you on that because I don't really see that type of grind from him. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm here. You know, I'm looking forward to playing with my teammates. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like I'm trying to take my game to the next level. Like, you never really say that in his interview.
You see it with Dak and Jalen Hurts, but you don't see it with Wentz.
No.
All right, so now let's rank the running backs. You know what I mean? Let's rank the top 4 best, regardless of team.
I love how you just got to throw that in there.
Top 4 best running back in the division. Cole Cowboys, we're going to start with you. I know you might have 2 in top 4, but we'll see if you bias or not. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to keep it real.
Good, keep it real.
Man, I got Ezekiel Elliott, Tony Pollard.
Well, that's not real.
See, he doesn't even believe what he said.
No, this isn't April Fool's. This is Memorial Day.
I'm being dead serious.
Are you?
It's hard for me to grade that because all our running backs, to be honest, I mean, y'all got running back by committee, and y'all lead running back hasn't scored a touchdown.
Well, y'all do too. I mean, if you're talking about Pollard and Z, I mean, there's no clear cut number 1.
Well, that's why I put 1 and 2.
All right, so enough with the low blows. Enough with the low blows.
Okay, but for real talk, real talk. I'm gonna be real. I'm being real when I say Ezekiel Elliott, man. Just because of the way his productivity overall. I mean, he still produced 1,000 yards with a torn PCL. Or do y'all? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can't discount that, man. Now I give y'all what's that dude's name?
Sanders.
Gibson.
I give
it to him. No, I give it to
Barkley.
Gibson got fumbling problems. Now I can't give him no slack, man. I put him on third.
One for me though.
Gibson, you got a lot of love for Gibson. It's just a fumbling problem. Man. He caused them a lot of games, man. He caused them games they could have won.
But he did help them win a lot of games too, though. That's another thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Zeke, Gibson. Wait. Zeke, Sanders, Gibson to you. What? Or you say 3?
Barkley.
Wow, man, Barkley don't fell off.
He did, man. Like he can't last a whole. This like how many seasons has he last? Like a full season.
His rookie year was his only full season.
Yeah, 1.
Like people like to give him love because he a popular guy. But the dude ain't did nothing, man. He up there with Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, wow. All right, AK. Hey, your top 4 running backs.
Listen, I hear what he's saying on the Zeke thing. I am willing to give him that one just because of longevity and health. As much as that kills me to say it, but it is what it is. Miles, I will have second because Miles, even though he hasn't been healthy, you cannot disregard what he's done on the field. I mean, 5.5 yards per carry, that's amazing. Yeah. Yes, he didn't score any touchdowns last year. That sucks, but there was times he should have been in on the 5-yard line when he wasn't too. So that's not all on him. Sometimes, that's just the coach putting in Boston Scott instead of him. It's about who gets touched at that point, or Gainwell. Yeah, anyone. But yeah, his health is what keeps him from being number 1. Number 3 for me is Saquon. Saquon, I know he hasn't been healthy. I think this year he's going to have another solid year. I think he's going to stay healthy this year and get back to who he was. He's been working out a lot. You can see, his legs only got bigger. I don't know how that was possible, but it happened. So yeah, I think he's going to be a pretty big threat this year. And then I have Gibson at 4 because yeah, like you guys said, he has fumbling problems, man. He has a lot of potential. He has a lot to grow, but he's not there yet. But
All right, Mitch. I know you got to go pretty soon, so give me your top 4 running backs in the division.
I got the same thing as both of them. It's like, to me, even though I'm not the biggest Miles Sanders fan, I'll admit it, I'm not. He still got he's still got to prove something to me. He's got to stay healthy. That's the biggest thing for me. If you're not there, you're not available. That's a big thing. Saquon, I feel like you can go either way, right? His injuries and offensive line. You can go either way with that. If he had a better offensive line, do you think he will get injured less? That's my question.
Saquon on the Eagles, he has 2,000 yards easy.
Yeah, exactly. I was just about
Yeah.
If you put any running back behind the Eagles offensive line,
What, JC? What? You act like a halfback hasn't got. You act like a halfback hasn't got close to 2,000 yards before.
Shoot, but
Yeah, AP, that ain't never been close again. But no, I'm also saying that because on the Eagles, we barely ran the ball the first 6-7 weeks last year. So
but if I'm saying though, if you had Saquon before the injuries, like if we were the ones that drafted him and he didn't go to the Giants originally, yes, I believe he would have been way more successful behind the Eagles than he would have been going to the Giants. That's my
agree with that.
yeah, Joey said that
we wasn't a running team
on like a month ago.
Huh?
You would have been a running team if Saquon was your halfback. I mean that.
No.
Yeah,
it's on the coach, the play calling because in 2017.
Yep.
Right.
Plus,
that's what
Saquon is a receiving back as well.
The ball.
Yeah, but Saquon is also a receiving back. I believe his rookie year he had like 800 some receiving yards. So
I don't think he had 800. He might have had like.
No, it might have been 6 or 7 then, but it was up there. It was over 500 he had. He's not just a running back. He's also a receiving back.
Yeah, I think Sirianni was blinded by that Falcons game. The reason why he wanted to stick with that same game plan for so long.
Yes, honestly, I could see that point. Because when you face a team like the San Francisco 49ers and you think you're just going to pass all over them, you just think you're wrong because that Niners team with their defense is really hard to throw to and it's really hard to run against. And the Cowboys know that the best because they lost to them last year. And you can't play like those teams with the Packers and the Cowboys and expect to beat up on the Niners because they play a physical game. So I personally feel like you could be right with the Sirianni thing on the Falcons game. I kind of agree with that.
Yeah, I feel like the 49ers at that time, they didn't know their identity. You know what I'm saying? That's why it was so close. But y'all had a great chance to beat them that game. And I hate to be the one to even give y'all that excuse of the referees, but they did blow a lot of calls when they pulled that flag. I believe it was a fumble. No. It wasn't a fumble. It was a
It was a fumble recovery that was I think either was a late hit on Barnett.
It was using your helmet like it was a lame call.
Hey, wasn't that also the game where they called the pick in the end zone?
Yeah, that too.
No. That was the Chiefs game.
Yeah, we got like a couple of them though.
Yeah, we got a couple of games.
Wasn't one of them in the 49er game? Wasn't that the one with either Smith or Nelson?
No, yeah, I know. That was the Reagor one, right? That was the Reagor.
Yeah, that was the Reagor one. So we had one in that game as well.
Yeah, it was a lot of crazy calls.
Because that was the one with Dallas Goedert, right?
Yeah.
Yep. No.
Mm-hmm. Or Zach Ertz.
It was Zach Ertz.
Yeah.
Reagor should have had a touchdown that game, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, look. All right, real quick, off topic. Real quick. I didn't know that this kid right here was I guess he says TCU.
Yeah, RP Gladney.
Wow, man. Like 25 years old, man. Hey, Man, life
Yeah.
is short, man. It seems like that. Every time man, you turn around, it's like miss a young kid, man, dying or a car accident, man. Like, and now Rager, man, shout out to Richie, man. Rager posted this on his Twitter, and we all know how Rager is, man. Like mentally, well, was it last off season he lost someone close to
Yeah,
him?
his brother.
Yeah, his brother, and now going into this, this off season right now, he lost another uh, man, someone close to him. I mean, I know we make fun of Rager as the player, but there's one thing, man, we gotta realize that these, players are, man, look, they're human beings, man. I mean, I can imagine back-to-back season, losing a someone up close to me and still be able to go out there performing OTAs tomorrow. That starts, by the way, OTA starts tomorrow. Look, I'm pretty sure that Nick Sirianni might just say, "Hey, it's okay to skip, the next week or so. It's only 5 days." But man, praise up, man. So, but
Come on, man.
without further ado, Coach, who's your top four running backs, Coach?
Okay, number one is no doubt Ezekiel Elliott. I mean, I know the dude tailed off, but he still had over 1,000 yards, and he still touched the end zone a lot last year. He did tailed off. He had some out of shape issues the year before last and some fumbling problems, but he still ran the ball pretty good at over 1,000 yards. So he is 1,000-yard back, regardless if he fell off or not. He is 1,000-yard back every single season. Now, 2 and 3 is what I have. 2 and 3 is what I'm alternate up and in between Sanders and Barkley. Sanders, it took Nick Sirianni a long time to know the identity of this offense and know that they were ground and pound. Sanders got hurt a lot last year, and it's not Sanders' fault that he didn't touch the end zone. That's completely on the coaching's fault. When he got him down there, he was not in the game. Boston Scott gets in the end zone. Jordan Howard would go for some of them short yardage situations. So a lot of times he's out of the game on those situations. I can't blame him for not getting in the end zone at no time. But then again, you go to Saquon Barkley. You can also defend him. He's hurt a lot, but he doesn't have a great offensive line. Most of the plays that Barkley has to make, he has to do it on his own. Most of the runs, he has to really do it on his own. So I'm kind of struggling in between that. But the better back is Saquon Barkley. He's the better back. With a little bit of an offensive line, a little bit of a crease. Saquon Barkley can make those runs and make those plays. So I'm gonna go with Saquon Barkley. I'm gonna go with Sanders, and I'm gonna go with Gibson.
All right, and Big Play Slay. Before I go, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna be controversial with this top.
I think I know where you're going.
So one, I'm gonna pick Gibson. Two, I'm gonna pick Pollard. I think Pollard is a better running back than Zeke. I'm gonna stay record on that. Three, I'm gonna say Zeke, and four, I'm gonna say Saquon. But by the end of the season, if everything plays out, because I think the Cowboys' O-line gets disrespected, and I think they're better than what people make it seem, Zeke could be one by the end of the season, and Saquon could be one if he's fully healthy.
Now, let me just ask you on this. Hold on, real quick. Would you put Pollard in this category as well, like on the edge, or no? You would not even put Pollard.
Yeah, could be,
Because
but
Pollard
he doesn't
had a
get
good year. In my
Pollard
opinion,
doesn't get I don't think he gets enough carries. Because I think Pollard, if you give him enough carries, bro, that dude's a clinic, bro. He's gonna be a monster.
He is. That's why I'm saying put Pollard.
Is he a 4-down back?
He's
But
not a
you never
4-down
seen
back.
him being a 4-downs back. It's easy to come in, and in relief of Zeke every now and then. But are you a 4-down back? You taking the pounding from game 1 to game 15, game 16? Are you that dude? I don't think that Pollard is that dude. But all these other guys, my list is exactly as Joseph down there: Zeke, Sanders, Gibson, and Barkley. And the only reason why I got Barkley last because this dude can't stay healthy for crap, and he missed chunk of the season, not 1 or 2 games. He's missed like season-ending games, week 2, week 3 of seasons. So I can't even say that he's better than any of those guys because he's not available. And Gibson and Sanders to me, I'm like Sanders, but Gibson at the same. It's like a toss up between those two. But I'm an Eagles fan, so I got Sanders, then Gibson. But Zeke has to be number one in my opinion. Yes, he has lost a step. Yes, he's not the same. Yes, he's has a digress every year since his rookie year. Last year, he was average 70 yards a game, which is really bad for a NFL starting running back. But he still managed to get his 1,000 yards some way somehow. I don't know. Maybe the extra game helped him out. As a matter of fact, it did help him out because going to that Week 18 matchup, against the Eagles, Dak set a record. CeeDee Lamb got his 1,000. Freaking
I hope
Zeke
you were
got his 1,000. So that 17 game helped a lot of people make some money. But hey, we'll see what happened. But that is exactly list that I had. My
I
last,
think Pollard can be a 4-down back. Y'all just
but
not
he's
gonna give him
not.
a chance to.
Can
Well,
it
as
is.
far
It's not.
Pollard is the same thing Kenny Gainwell is, and they are specifically change of pace.
No,
Yeah.
Change of pace
Well,
backs. Yes, they are for real.
No,
They are
they're
change
not.
of pace
It's so much
backs.
different, bro.
this is the
I
thing
think
about
Gainwell is never going to be a 4-down back, bro.
Pollard isn't getting a chance, bro. If y'all gave him the chance, he could be a 4-down back.
the thing is to me, and I hope they make adjustments this season. They use Pollard the wrong way. Pollard is used to being a receiving type of back. You know what I'm saying?
Like
So
Gainwell.
yeah, right. You know
Change
what
of
I'm saying?
pace back. They're change of pace.
Like
The
Debo
guy you
said,
throw in to get the
Debo
quick
said.
screen off and gain 20 yards and really change it up. Zeke's your ground and pound dude. That's exactly what they are.
You try putting Pollard out there to help block and see what happens.
Oh yeah, he gonna get.
I mean, no lie. Pollard is not Eckler or Kamara. They're different. They are 4-down backs. But Pollard, don't get me wrong. I'm not disrespecting him. He does great, but he's not a 4-down back. He is truly just a change of pace.
All right. So hey, this is my last question, and then we're gonna go around. Let everybody know where they can find you at. The season will go down south if blank happens, like bad. Hey, right now we all hoping that our season 12-5, 11-6, 13-4 for some of us. But Slay, we're gonna start with you. What is a couple reasons why the Philadelphia Eagles season could go down train if what happens?
If Hurts sucks and
Who?
if defense is terrible. Hurts. If
Hurts?
Hurts sucks and the defense is terrible.
Hurts
and
suck
the
like
defense-
what? Like
I'm
I don't
saying
think Hurts sucks.
16. I wouldn't even say 16 touchdowns. If it's worse than that, and he has more interceptions. And I would also say if the defense doesn't have good chemistry.
Okay, Coach.
Like I say again, I'm gonna go back to this. Again, same thing. Like if Jalen Hurts is not the guy for this team, and he struggles to make the big time throws that he needs to make, and he doesn't throw over at least 23 touchdowns, but has more interceptions. Because a lot of pressure is on Hurts. Dak Prescott is the only secure quarterback that will have a job next year. And out of all the quarterbacks in the NFC East, we can look at it how we want to look at it, but you got the receivers, you got the best offensive line, you got the running backs when they're healthy. The only questions everybody's gonna have is the quarterback position for the Eagles, and Hurts got to be the guy. If the defense doesn't perform, come out and not perform the right way in another 9-8 season. You cannot have another 9-8 goddamn season. If you have another 9-8 goddamn season, we know who all the criticism gonna go on. We know Jalen Hurts is gonna be first guy to get criticism. But he's the leader. He's the leader of the offense. He sets the tone. And if he wants to be that guy, he's got to up in his game up another level. And this defense doesn't perform well with the corners you got, with the defensive line and all these moves that the Eagles have made. And with the roster looks very good. A.J. Brown looks good. When Miles Sanders plays, he looks good. I mean, Devontae Smith looks good. The roster is great on paper. Let's keep in mind, it's great on paper, but we cannot say this team is great if we not even proved on the field yet. They have not played one game yet. It just can't happen. We're gonna struggle against some teams in the NFC East because those are guys. They know us. They are a rivalry. So the division play is the toughest to play out of all teams, really. It's gonna be some struggles, but again, I got this team going at 11-6. I think they can win 11 games, but I'm not going to 13-4 or 12-5. It's just I don't believe this team. I don't believe it will be easy as it looks. Everybody's saying it. Yeah, I just really don't. But again, I mean, another 9-8 season again will be very disappointing. Especially we supposed to be a rebuilding team last year. Now you got all these moves. You don't make all these moves if you're not playing to get past the first round or you're still in this NFC championship if everything break right. You don't make all these goddamn moves. So another 9-8 season will be disappointing and something's got to give in. What if it's going to be the quarterback, the coaching staff, or anybody on defense? Something got to give in if that happens.
All right, Mitch, go ahead. I know your show about to start real soon, so
We're
go
good.
ahead.
We're good. For me, it's the coaching. The coaching has a big part of it because if you get all these pieces, you get all these players that are good and you know their abilities. Do not screw it up. Do not have Fletcher Cox on the screen. Do not have cover 3 on the 30-yard line. Don't do stuff like that. Come up with a good game plan. Involve the run by committee. Have Jalen Hurts work on his accuracy, read the field, and all that. If all of that goes to plan, we should be good. But to me, it goes on the coaching. And, yeah, on the coaching first.
All right, AK.
Yeah, man, I'm just gonna leave it short and simple. Injuries. It's kind of like Dante was saying. On paper, this team is built to win now. It in some sort of fashion it is. There is a few pieces yet we have to acquire, but for the most part, it's kind of contending to a point. So when I look at it, everyone has to stay healthy. As long as we stay healthy, there shouldn't be many hiccups. But if injuries start to unfold, then this season will drastically go downhill fast. But I believe last year we got over that injury hiccup, so I hope it continues.
All right, Cole Cowboy. Hey, I'm about to make you talk about both teams. All right, the Philadelphia Eagles season will go down the drain if this and the Dallas Cowboys, season will go down the drain if that. So go ahead. So you have a privilege of talking about both teams. Go ahead.
Well, I can basically put them both together and say if the coaching scheme sticks, man, we both mutually have, what I'm saying, we can mutually question our coaching staff. Y'all can go by if Sirianni uses Jalen Hurts the right way. I can go by with, Kellen Moore uses our offense the right way. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa. I can't say about the defense. With y'all defensive coordinator, I can. But ours, I feel, safe with him. But overall, coaching-wise, if they can lead these guys, and injuries as well, because injuries happen in this league. Thank God, the C-19 situation is out the window. We don't have to worry about that anymore. But, overall coaching, man. Coaching and injuries.
Yeah.
I want to say one more thing. I want to touch on one more thing before we get out of here. I mean, again, coaching is definitely on the hot seat, but at the end of the day, when you have a failed season, and most people don't want to hear that, if you got to go out there and still execute the goddamn play, what if it's a coaching issue or not? Can't be throwing balls in double coverage. Can't be throwing balls in double coverage or misreading the field. Something that I experienced with fucking Brock Osweiler. I mean, you could call the worst play of all time, but if you're out there throwing a ball 6 foot over somebody's head and throwing in double coverage, they're not going to put that on the coach. They're going to criticize the player. And the quarterback is the most criticized position in the NFL. When you're out there making mistakes or making interceptions, they're going to criticize that player. They criticize Dak every single year for what? Not making it past the first round. And he definitely should get some pop. He definitely should get some blame. He's the best quarterback in the NFC East. He definitely should get some blame for this team as not being as good as a Super Bowl team. They're gonna go on him. So again, the play calling is another thing. Yes, play calling scheme is over, but you got to execute the damn play on the field. But if you don't see a wide open receiver, throw it out of bounds. You got to know when situation, when to take a sack. You got to know when to throw this football there or not. You got to overlook the safety and not throw it in double cover. So I mean, again, we all agree, coaching is the biggest issue, but at the same time, these damn players need to be held accountable on that field. They're out there making the plays. They're out there making the decisions whether or not to throw the ball or not. They're out there making the defensive schemes and stuff like that. They're out there got to execute the play. So we got to hold these players accountable as well, because at the end of the day, Dak is going to have his job. If Jalen Hurts, Carson Wentz, and Daniel Jones, they already picked up his fifth-year option. So they not in error to keep making these same mistakes, rather if it's the coaching or not. Their season and their job is going to be on the line at the end of the day. So they got to execute the best way they can, regardless of the play call or not. They got to execute the best way they really could, and nobody's trying to hear any type of excuses. You just got to hit those money type of throws, and you got to hit those when they're wide open. It just can't really be room for excuses. But again, we got to just see how it plays out. But I definitely agree 1,000%. We can all agree coaching is definitely an issue. It's definitely an issue, and everybody's out. I mean, Nick Sirianni's up under pressure. You got like he said, Kellen Moore's up under some goddamn pressure. Everybody is up under goddamn pressure, including Jonathan Gannon, Jalen Hurts. All these three guys is under pressure. Is up under a lot of pressure this year. But like I said, at the end of the day, after the game is over, if you're out there throwing the ball around, making mistakes, if you're blowing fucking coverages, nobody's trying to hear about the coaching staff. They're going to criticize the player. So, I mean, that's why I give more flock to the players than the coaching staff.
All right. So, look, I'm about to answer my own question with this. Did the Philadelphia Eagles send a message to the NFL? I don't believe that Howie Roseman go out and make these moves and draft these players if these coaches did not say, I don't have the right pieces around me. You give me these pieces and we're going to make it work. So, with all that being said, I really believe that it starts with the coaching, because we don't know what Nick Sirianni's scheme is on offense. We don't know. We could only assume that he wanted to throw the ball. He didn't have the quarterback to throw the ball, so he started running the ball. That's successful. And now you went out and got A.J. Brown. Now what? Are you going to go backwards, or are you going to continue moving forward with running the ball and just build off of that? And we got Jonathan Gannon. I don't have the players to play a certain type of defense. You go out and get, a Reddick, a Bradbury. You drafted a Davis, a Dean. Now what? Is it on you, or was it the players? So I really think it starts for the Eagles-wise. It has to be with the coaching, because we don't know exactly what they're going to run. We got the players. We saw how Dallas flipped a switch from last year, the previous year defense, to this past defense, because Dan Quinn is a proven defensive coordinator. He is one of the best in the business, and you saw how he changed that defense around. I can't even say that with Jonathan Gannon, with getting these players. So I can't even blame the players yet. I have to blame the coaching. Are you putting these players in the right situation? Now, if we had the exact same guys going into this season, I'm like, okay, it got to be the guys, because they've been in this, in the same scheme for 2 years. They're not working, so it has to be the players. It has to be the guys. But to me, I'll start with coaching, because your GM does not go out and have this type of offseason if you don't say, I don't have these players that I need to be successful. Now you do. Let's see what you could do with these players. So
Gannon definitely in the hot seat, because he gave the defense a lot to work with, man. Like, it shouldn't be no excuse for the defense to play like they did last season. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all on him.
You don't go out and get A.J. Brown to be like, oh, we're going to be a running team.
Oh yeah.
Like let's be honest. When you went out and you got AJ Brown, you told everyone you're throwing this football.
You gotta definitely throw it more with those guys.
I mean that. Let's be honest. That is
Like,
what you said.
but a screen pass is a extension of the run. And let me throw it off real quick, run the ball.
No, I'm not talking. I'm not talking like that, man. I'm talking more about play action. I'm talking more about maybe 5-10 yard slants, get it in their hands, and let them do the rest type thing. Like there's going to be a lot more passing than running this year. I truly believe that.
All right,
Yeah,
so hey,
I
we're
think
about to
with the
go
weapons,
around,
it
Coach.
is.
Hey, you can start off, man. Any last word, and let them know your channel and what you are working on. Moving forward.
Man, like I say, it's always great to come up here and talk to you, man. It's always great. I'm gonna see you again on the Birds of Broad Street at the round table. So
Yeah, in a
again,
few hours.
yeah, a
Yeah.
few hours. So again, man, nice to be up here with you, man. Always a talk football. We gotta still keep getting something going. My boy AK, man, always happy to be talking football with him. He was my second guest on my second ever podcast, and those two podcasts will always be special to me. As long as I look at those every day and every night and saying, man, what a blessing I can do to talk to other content creators and get to collab with them to give my thoughts on these teams. I mean, we all football fans at the end of the day. We got one tower, we got one team, but we all football fans at the end of the day and try to put the best realistic content out there. But anyway, y'all find me at Coach Dante 31 on Instagram, Coach Dante 31 on Twitter, Coach Dante on YouTube. I do NBA finals, I do baseball, I do NFL and stuff. And also you can find me at the Spotlight Sports Network. I am an executive of the Spotlight Sports Network. So again, we're doing some big things over there as well. But like I say, anytime anybody want to talk or collab, my DM open every single day. I answer them all the time. I answer them all the time. So I do have a quick response. So appreciate you guys for, get to knowing you guys and rocking with you guys. Hope, we can collab in the near future. I know we're going to. So, thank you guys so much.
All right, AK.
Yeah, man. Definitely. Thanks for having me on. Happy Memorial Day to everyone. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Hopefully, everyone, got to have a barbecue and got to hang out with family. It's been a while since we've been able to actually do that, so enjoy it. But yeah, man, I appreciate you having me on. You can see me at Twitter at AKEagles88 out there at the top, and then I'm on the road to 1K. I'm 7 away from 400, so just trying to get there first and then work my way forward. But yeah, man, appreciate you for having me on, and I will talk to you later.
Yeah, man. Hey, Coach Cowboy, man. Yo, hey, I know that you're a Cowboy fan, but you are one of the rare Cowboy fans that, I kind of like, talking to and having on my channel and stuff like that because we got some Cowboys fan that drink the Kool-Aid a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I appreciate you, as always, coming on here. So let them know, hey, what you're working on and where they could find you at.
Yeah, man, y'all can follow me at Cole's Cowboys, both YouTube and Twitter. Just type Cole's Cowboys and I pop right up. Hey, I just started a few months ago, so hey, I'm rolling up. I'm growing. I'm growing every day, bringing content weekly. And hey, I invite all the trolls. I troll like my boy JC, man, but I like to break down realistic stats as well when But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to week 6, man, because that's gonna be one week to remember for us, man. We're gonna see where we both stand from that point of view. But I enjoy your content, man. I enjoy coming out here talking football with you. Hey, Coach Dante, I want to go ahead and link up with you as well, man.
Hey, man, just hit me up, man. Let me know. I'll come on
Yeah.
your show.
I'm about to get you on two games, right? Because you do you in Houston, right?
Yeah, I'm a diehard fan, Houston fan.
Yeah. I used to live in Houston as well, man. So I definitely want to go ahead and link up with you as well, man.
Yeah, man. Hit me up and let me know.
Yeah, all day, man.
All right, man. Look, I appreciate everybody that's tuning in, man. Hey, look, hey, your boy just hit 2K like literally this morning. So on the road to 3K, man. So this channel would not go on without everybody. So thank you very much for all your support. Man, like I said, to start the stream, happy Memorial Day. This day is for all the ones that has died, for us to be able to sit here and do content and breathe this fine air that, we was put on this earth to do. So I appreciate everybody and God bless. And as always, man, you know how we do it, go Birds.
Hold on.